Go!
What's up, everyone? It's the official podcast.
What's up, everyone? It's the better intro from the better podcast. That was the intro for the shit podcast called We Eat Each Other's Diarrhea that's run for 7 seasons, but we're canceling it. It wasn't popular enough. We're now moving to the official podcast intro. Jackson, do the intro.
I'm so sad that I'm not able to eat diarrhea anymore. That's all I was good at.
I hate that YouTube's algorithms have changed and the state of the website. You remember back in the day, like 10 years ago, where you could just film yourself on your shitty little webcam eating diarrhea and get a modest 100,000 views, and that was viral and it was great and whatever. Now it's like Mr. Beast hires entire teams of 8K camera operators to eat slow motion diarrhea from like celebrities. How do you compete anymore?
It's all VFX now. The real art is gone.
It's all AI prompts. You just type in like Will Smith eating Chris Rock's diarrhea, and it's like everyone would rather see that than me doing it down home country style out on the farm with my modest equipment, you know?
They say the audiences have just matured with time, but I disagree. If they had truly matured, they'd appreciate real artists.
Yeah,
and their diarrhea.
They're just Manured. Yeah, he meant to say manured to keep in with the theme, but he sneezed halfway through.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the only show where we eat diarrhea meticulously for 4 hours. It was Jackson's turn, so Jackson, go ahead and start.
It's always my fucking turn.
Well, eventually I'll take a turn. I just don't feel like it. You know,
is that why you're always sick?
I'm surprised that it's Andrew bringing up my, he's trying to make me eat diarrhea for once, because usually it's Kaya. I'm feeling gangbanged.
You're the common factor here, Curious.
I'm the devil you don't know. Kaya's the devil you do know. So Kaya would show up to your house, Jackson, with a platter of diarrhea and go, "Here, you should eat this." And you'll go, "Ew, no, that's disgusting." And then I show up and I go, "Kaya, what's wrong with you? That's terrible. Here, Jackson, have this home-cooked meal," but it's secretly more diarrhea. Like, that's the difference between me and Kaya.
I thought, no, you would spend years gaining my trust first just to convince me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eventually.
Oh, speaking of, are you free Friday? We're having a group dinner.
I can't wait to be groomed by Andrew.
You're going to have your own little chair in front of the camera. It's because you're my best friend. Ignore the fact everyone else is going to be wearing little masquerade masks while we eat dinner, so you don't know who they are.
See, Kai, this is how you actually get me to eat shit.
Yeah.
You got to put a bit of effort in instead of just saying it.
It's easy. Super easy.
Okay, so I can't just do like the passive-aggressive, buying you tickets to India, to the poop festivals. Like, hey, Jackson, I booked you a fun vacation.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, who wants to go on vacation to India? You got to entice him with somewhere better. Be like, "Hey, Jackson, do you want to go to the mythical Doo-Doo Mountain? They say only legends." Yeah, see, that sounds fun. Like, he'll get in the car for that one, you know?
Is that a section at Disney World?
If you call my basement Disney World, it sure is.
Yay.
The
Opening
toilet,
this summer.
Yeah.
Magical Doo-Doo Land.
Magical Doo-Doo Land. That's my favorite plot
Australia
of Rick and Morty.
Called Doo-Doo.
Australia probably does have a city called like Shit Eater or something just lying around in that country somewhere.
We probably actually do have a city called like Doo-Doo. I'm imagining we do have something called Doo-Doo.
You said
maybe
doo-doo.
not like 100%. Shit Eater.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. There's Whoop Whoop. That's kind of close.
Oh my God.
Whoop, whoop.
I hate you guys.
There's Poopy Doopy.
Is there really Poopy Doopy?
No, I made that one up.
That one sounds real.
Yeah, I wanted to see if you'd believe it.
God damn it.
I almost got you at the expense of my nation.
I mean, you guys call breakfast brekkie. Like, you guys really are just a country of toddlers. It's very cute.
I was talking about this the other day. Apparently this is also an American term, but I've always just associated it with Australian terminology because it's so stupid, and of course I hear it a lot over here. But referring to boners as stiffies.
Stiffy
I've heard that one before, actually.
Stiffy
I think it's
more,
also an American thing.
Stiffy's more kind of like intentionally crude. Like you would say it if you were like a juvenile teenager. I don't think people actually ever say it as a euphemism, you know?
Yeah, maybe. But
a teenager? I don't think a teenager would. That's like a Facebook wine mom euphemism.
What?
No, it's not. It's actually
that's a Beavis and Butthead term, man. If Beavis and Butthead say it, then teenagers in the 90s were saying it.
Well, I think it
in
also
the
came
90s,
from
I thought you
American
meant
Pie, right?
teenagers today. You realize
Oh.
everybody that watched Beavis and Butthead is now like 78.
Hey,
That era is over.
Hey, I watched
Sorry.
it literally before this show. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
geezer.
but you're 30s.
yeah.
Yeah,
No
okay.
teenager today says stiffy.
Fine, we'll do the modern teenager, which is hey, did you see this funny meme word? It's
Bricked.
cord. Yeah, bricked. Slam. It's mangable. Like it's always words that have no connection to anything that turn to mean something else with modern slang because of memes.
I think the current one is the current meme with the teens now is 6 7.
Yeah, 6 7. Yeah.
What is that?
Nothing. It's nothing. I looked into it because I was really curious, and from what I can Google, it literally doesn't mean anything. It's from a video of a kid saying it funny, and then the joke is that you just say it. It's like anti-humor. Oh, you said it. That's the joke. The end.
So it's just absurdist.
It's just the joke is 6 7. Like there is nothing behind it. It's just the fact it is.
Did we have anything like that when we were growing up? Any kind of joke that was just saying thing?
I feel like we did, but they always referenced. Well, I feel like they always referenced something like a WhatsApp. Do you remember that one?
Yeah,
when we were
was
growing up. But that referenced a commercial and movie parodies. Like that had something to it, even though it was nothing.
Okay, well, this is self-referential. It references a kid saying it.
Yeah, true. It does.
You cannot. Okay, get off. I'm not gonna let any of you get on your high horse when we were the generation that like spammed the Mochus under everything. Sorry.
Whoa. I never said I never said any of it was good. What's Up was also dog shit. None of it was good.
Plus, you're not part of our generation, Kai. You're like what, Gen Boomer? What
You're not part of our generation, toddler. First of all, Andrew and I are adults. What are you? Have your balls dropped?
He's got a point. He does have a very good point.
I'm part of Gen Alpha or whatever. What's I don't know what fucking generation.
You're Gen Z, I think, aren't you?
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of two, I think.
When are you born?
What year are you?
What year?
97.
That's Gen Z.
Yeah, you're Gen Z, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Zoomer.
You're like the very beginning of Gen Z, basically.
Very beginning.
Yeah, I think millennials is roughly mid 90s, and then late 90s is the start of Gen Z, as far as I know.
Yeah. What was before Gen Z? Gen X?
No,
yeah,
so it's Gen X, and then Gen Y, also known as millennials, and then Gen Z. And now Gen Alpha is the, like, kids coming out.
And then Beta.
There's going to be a Gen Beta. Get fucked generation.
They can't do that. They can't do that. That's going to be my kids' generation, probably. That's not...
They're not going to take it, I'm telling you. They're going to call themselves, like, Gen Heil Hitler or something. They're going to meme themselves into something better than Beta. And
Gen 1488.
Yeah.
Classic.
Gen the 14 words.
Yeah.
Or the other gens are going to be like, wow, they're pretty fucking hardcore.
Whoa. Gen Stiffy over here. Wow. Amazing.
All right. Andrew, disregarding your own generation, what generation do you think was the best?
All right. Good question. I think the one that we can't really talk shit about is the Greatest Generation.
Well, it's in the name.
Yeah, so they're the ones who survived both World War I and World War II.
Yeah, they earned it.
What do you have to say, man? Their life fucking sucked. Like, give them some props. Give them a round of applause for that, you know? That shit sucks.
Yeah, they braved it. That is probably, but they, to be fair, they did turn into just insufferable dicks afterwards, probably.
Well, they made insufferable dicks of their children, because their children are the baby boomers, and they're probably the worst generation humanity has ever had, ever, in its entire history.
The most hated.
Absolutely. 100%. But their parents, even though they were hard asses, like, I get it, man. They went through 2 world wars. Like, when are you ever supposed to be happy? And the Great Depression, if they're American. Let's not forget that, too. Holy fuck.
Yeah, their lives sucked. So what you're saying is adversity creates the best generation?
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe most impressive, but so they're the ones you'd want to be friends with the most, that generation of people.
Whoa. No. I don't want to be friends with old people. Fuck that. What am I going to talk about?
Well, I'm assuming like through, generational wizardry, they come out the same age. Like you get to hang out with them at their peak age or whatever.
Nah, see, they'd be bad at Fortnite, so I'm just not interested,
yeah, true. Well, no, they take real World War experience into Fortnite and just dominate. Probably.
I want to watch a fresh out of World War I and II Greatest Generation person play a modern Call of Duty and just see what they have to say. I would love to see that.
Yeah, and they would be like, why am I Homer and why am I sitting on a couch? Where's the shooting? Yeah. That's all the clips I'm seeing now. Maybe I'm a fucking boomer now. I go on Twitter and all the clips from Fortnite are now Homer and Marge sitting on the couch. And then I look
What do you mean? It's been that way for like 10 years at least.
Yeah,
in Fortnite.
Especially now, though. Because they just released the Simpsons map, I think.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, and then the last season was like Star Wars, and then the last was Rick and Morty.
For Fortnite, it's okay. For Fortnite, it is fine.
Yeah,
that's the whole point of Fortnite.
That's the whole point
what you need to be making fun of is Call of Duty, where they throw in Beavis and Butthead and Seth Rogen while being Call of Duty. It's like they're very clearly trying to be like, oh, we're for the kids who are too cool for Fortnite. It's the most embarrassing shit on the planet.
Can someone who plays Fortnite let me, not Fortnite, Call of Duty, let me know if there is a 6-7 reference in Call of Duty?
So you can laugh. So you have permission to laugh.
I know that. I know the context behind that now. And the context is there is no context. Someone just said it once.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny.
It is very funny. It is hysterical.
Do they have generations in Turkey, Kaya, like the same kind of generations? Are they linked up? Do they align closely with the generations in America, or do they have a different kind of generational?
I don't think we have like concrete names. At least growing up, they didn't. We never grew up like knowing, oh, my dad is he's a boomer, I'm Gen Z or anything. We never talked about it like that. Just like, I think in a lot of like Middle Eastern countries, you just have, in Asian countries too, the elders and the youth. That's it. There's the perpetual youth, and then there's always the elders, and the elders are always right, and you have to respect them. And the youth are always, you shake your fist at them.
Do you have that thing culturally there where it's like, even if you're just a couple years apart, there's still that seniority, like you see in a lot of Asian countries where it's like, oh, I'm 77 and he's 80 and he's my elder and I absolutely respect him. Like even though they're that close, you know?
Like the Asian, like the anime trope of big brother or elder uncle, that sort of stuff that is extremely prevalent in Middle Eastern cultures too. Like even if somebody's just like 10 years older than you, that's your big bro. You have to listen to him.
Wow.
And respect him.
Yeah. I hope your old people in your country aren't stupid. Otherwise, you guys are screwed. Hey.
Yeah, geez. Well, anyway, Jackson, you can call me Big Bro or Oni-chan.
Okay, Big Bro.
Jackson.
Thanks for trying to make me eat diarrhea today, Big Bro.
Jackson, you can continue to call me Sir. You don't have to change that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
whatever you guys want. Whatever my senpais want.
Yeah, now
it's
bend
very
over.
Southern too, Sir. I like that. That really grew on me when I came to the U.S. Is Sir and Ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
When were you being called Ma'am?
Huh?
When were you being called Ma'am?
When was I being called Sir?
Ma'am. It was a joke.
No. Okay. I couldn't hear you. You're all mush-mouthed. I don't know if it's Discord. I don't know. I find it quaint. It's cute. It's cutesy. It's very polite and cute. I was at a shooting range and the guy behind the register was like, here you go, sir. Here you go. Yes, sir. Would you like to rent a gun, sir? And I was like, you don't have to sir me. I'm like, we're probably the same age. It was like, him and my wife went, Sky, it's a Southern thing. They're just polite.
You knew it was a Southern thing. You didn't just find out it was a Southern thing when you showed up in Southern land. That's like the most well-known thing about Southern hospitality is that they call each other sir and ma'am.
Not for you. You argued with me about this initially 3 years ago when I first came here. You said that sounds subservient. Yeah, look at you. You say it sounds dumb. Why?
It sounds subservient, yes. But also...
Why? Okay, if I say thank you, ma'am, why is that subservient to you?
Well, it's in the nomenclature of using those titles. That's what makes it subservient.
I think you watch too much like femdom porn or something. That just like a granny makes you pie and say thank you, ma'am. That's not subservient.
Yeah, if she's like an 80-year-old woman and there's like a professional, situation there, sure. But like, I don't know if it's just a cashier register guy my age. I'm not calling him sir.
This isn't even the top of the chain, man. The best of all time ever, no matter what, in those terms, is when you're in the South and an old woman calls you darlin'. That's like,
I love
my
those.
day is so much better after that. Oh my God.
That's like when you turn into SpongeBob when he's at his grandma's house getting cookies. Like, oh yes, I am a darling. I am. I am such a uwu wholesome being. Yes, I am a darling, man.
You go to a fucking diner and you place your order, and she's like, "I'll be right back with your food, darling." And I'm like, "Oh, this food's gonna be so good. I don't even care. It's gonna be delicious." She blessed it with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys ever have a grandma?
She died.
Before
so
you got to
yes.
Believe it or not. They tend to be old.
I had a grandma. So I had two grandmas, as
my
most people
grandma's
tend
still
to
alive.
do.
Both are still alive.
Lucky you.
It's great.
For now.
Yeah.
So
Well, yes, that is how time works. Takes Kaya.
I can tell a relevant story on that. So, you know, most people have 4 grandparents, as you tend to do. 3 of my 4 were dead before I was born, but the 4th one was a pinup model for the Naval Coast Guard during the war.
Ooh.
At an elderly.
So she was
still.
no, believe it or not, when she was young. Believe it or not,
Yeah, okay.
You'll never guess that they didn't have her do that photograph when she was 80-something years old.
So she was not a gilf.
No, I don't want to answer that about my own grandma.
Well, someone's gonna do grandma porn. Like those grandmas do exist.
Oh, there's grandma porn.
Yeah.
You just quick Google, you'll find plenty of that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Someone's gonna be the grandmas in those grandma porn.
Oh,
I'm just
true,
wondering if that's
very
what
true.
your
But the relevance to that, is so she did photo shoots and like, you know, tours and all this stuff for the Coast Guard during the wars, and she caught a tropical virus from one of the islands that spread to her brain and paralyzed her entire body.
Syphilis.
so sexy.
I don't even remember what it's called, but the doctors were like, "What in the fuck is going on here? There's something crazy in your brain that's ruining you." And
Why'd you say this was a sexy grandma story?
I
This
never
isn't
said sexy. At any point. You're the one who did.
You did. You started it with the sexy stuff. You got me interested.
Because that's the true part. That's how she got the virus. She was doing all these like East Asian island tours, and then she caught a fucking weird parasite from one.
You have a weird idea of sexy.
I never
You and your
said
grandma.
sexy.
Wow. What sailor did you catch that from?
Oh, I never got the chance to ask her. Well, I never got the chance to ask her because when I was a little kid, and I'm talking like 4 years old, I would try to hang out with grandma and be like, "Oh, grandma's here," but she couldn't even speak by that point because she was so paralyzed. And I had no idea. I was a stupid kid, but I kept trying to be like, "Grandma, let's play Nintendo," and like she's just rotting in a wheelchair.
So
I was an
sad.
idiot.
That's such a sad end.
It is. It was a sad
life.
end. But from what I was told, before it got really bad, she liked having me around. So when I was a wee little baby with no memories, I still had a nice impact on my grandma.
That wasn't the important part. I wasn't like caring about what kind of impact Andrew had on her life at any point. I was also sad.
All I'm trying to say is before she passed on, there was at least some level of like, I had a grandma. It was like a little bit, you know. But then it got worse and worse. By the time I was like 5 years old, she was like totally bedridden.
So
like
you
it was bad.
So you went your entire life without having any grandparents, really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Her.
I have maybe the smallest memories being a very little kid with my sick grandma. Other than that, I had no grandparents growing up, and I feel like that's kind of unusual for most people.
That is absolutely, that is very unusual, especially maybe not for Kai because Turkey or whatever and his family situation. That's probably
Cause bastard, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, like you just with regular people, that is a bit of an irregularity. Yeah, it's sad because having grandparents is awesome.
Oh yeah, name 5 good reasons to have grandparents.
Elderly advice, very warm people, cookies. Grandparents like cook the best food, just generally speaking, all the time.
These are all stereotypes.
They are stereotypes, and
But it's
also
true.
my 5th one would be sexy grandma if yours was still kicking. But unfortunately,
Is this your favorite genre? Sexy grandma incest.
yeah, sure, love it.
Oh man, that's funny.
Someone's gonna do that. Some like that's got to be like the king of incest. Is if it's you go all the way to the top of the food chain. If you go to grandma's,
What do you mean gotta be?
Yeah,
I bet you like half of Pornhub's probably granny porn. Well, maybe not half.
A good amount,
significant
probably.
server space, yeah.
I'm so stupid though that I just assumed that grandpas were watching that.
No. I wish I hadn't seen that.
Well, who's watching it? Hands up, Andrew.
God, I'll put both my hands up, I guess.
And your feet.
And my feet and my cock, and I'll spin in a circle so it looks like there's more of it.
Nice.
Yeah. I get the appeal. I don't think it's for me. I get it, though.
What's the appeal?
What is the appeal?
I would imagine... I guess I'm thinking it from like the old man side where it's like, oh, the girl's humiliated because she's fucking an old man. But now that I think about it, it's an old woman getting plowed by a nice dude. What's the appeal there? I don't know.
So wait, the woman version of like a woman banging an old dude is humiliation?
Well, yeah, think about it. You got this hot little girl or, teenager, whatever, 19-year-old, and she has to bang a 70-year-old man. It's degrading. That's a big thing in porn. Women being degraded. That's like the number one fetish.
Is it possible that it's degrading for the old man at any point?
Ew, where's Edna?
Ew, get away from me. You're so young.
She doesn't even remember the war. Oh.
You're so beautiful.
I need wrinkly pussy. This is smooth. Yuck.
give me grandma pussy, goddammit.
She didn't even call me darling once. No.
Ew, don't ruin it.
Snappers. Don't ruin it? What do you mean ruin it?
The word darling. I associated with granny porn.
I thought you were saying, don't ruin grandma porn for me.
Let's outsource this too. Let's outsource this. If you out there watch grandma porn, you do it anonymously. Tell us what do you like about it? Just drop us a line. Let us know.
Is it popular in terms of categories?
I don't think it's the most popular, but it definitely
Incest
more
in
popular
general
than
is
others.
popular at the moment.
I think. Did you say incest or in?
Yeah, like. Yeah, overall incest porn is popular.
I think incest is because I think incest is a two-factor. Number one, it's a very easy, like, relatable fantasy for people. Like, oh, what if I banged my sister? Like, people can get into that fantasy pretty easy. And then the other half is you can make any incest porn instantly.
Yeah, just by saying it.
Just say it's incest porn. You get two actors, they bang and go, oh, they're actually cousins. Like, the end. It's now incest porn. It's now taboo. It's now a fetish.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily super surprised that incest porn is so popular in terms of porn categories, given, it's one of the longest standing taboos and it's not as bad as other taboos. Like a lot of the other bad taboos are like really fucked up, whereas incest, at least, it's generally speaking two consenting adults. So at the end of the day, it's not the most disgusting
I mean,
thing.
it's not great, but yeah. It's one of the like most mainstream taboos, I guess I would put it, where it's like people can get it, go, oh, that makes sense. What if you got a hot sister?
I think it's exploded like way more than I ever remember it having been, like in the last like 5 years maybe. Like it's like super popular now on, it's always in like the top 5 or whatever on those, maybe top 10 on the like categories of Pornhub. Whenever they put out one of their charts saying what's the most popular categories, it's like always pretty high up there, and I'm always surprised at that. But thinking about it, it probably makes sense. What do you think, Kaya?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this link that you sent me earlier this week from Reddit, where somebody caught their son watching incest porn in the shower.
Ooh, go on.
I hate this website so much. Nothing ever lasts longer than an hour.
He needs his incest porn.
Yeah, Kaya's really desperate for that hot incest porn.
He's raging
is so
out
insufferable
over
that Jackson and I may as well be using fucking Snapchat, where like every message gets deleted after 5 seconds, because why the fuck do I bother scrolling up to click links that he sent me like yesterday? Because it'll immediately be deleted. God, I hate this fucking website.
You can Wayback Machine it, can't you?
No, because they're cracking down on those websites too, like Reddit Undelete or whatever it's called. Reddit is now sending legal threats to those websites, by the way. I saw an article today. They're now sending their lawyers after those websites because, God forbid, you want to read a comment that's been deleted by a fat fucking sex offender power mod. God, this website sucks so bad.
It's
anyway,
it's not that big of a deal. It's probably just a shitty post. It's all right.
No, I like
the worst website ever. It's the worst website ever, Jackson. Whenever you send me a Reddit link, I don't bother anymore.
That's all
I don't bother clicking because it'll be gone anyway. Anyway, the comments, as you can see, at least the comments are still around. Somebody said, so the post was something like, hey, we noticed that our son was in the shower for an hour. So I went in there and checked his phone. Yeah. It's a teenage boy, and the mom, I think, checked his phone and saw some hardcore like incest porn. And the dad was on Reddit asking advice, saying, hey, so we caught him watching brother-sister porn, and should I be worried because he's 16 and we have a 12-year-old daughter? Should I be worried about them being alone? It was something along those lines. And every comment pretty much unanimously is like, for the incest, this is a comment now. For the incest stuff, I would not worry. That's not the purpose of that content. People who watch that, well, at least the majority don't want to sleep with their siblings. They want to watch someone sleeping with their siblings. Big difference.
What?
Okay. Pause. I'll step in. But that's a 16-year-old kid who might not know better and might be confused about what he's feeling growing up. Get the fuck off of Reddit from these weirdos and go talk to your son. Be like, hey, this ain't appropriate.
But just also the content of those messages fundamentally misunderstands what incest is.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, this sounds more like cuck porn. You want to watch somebody fuck your sister.
That's not incest.
Yeah.
The incest part kind of describes a familial relationship between the two people fucking.
What parents,
abject person fucking the sister.
What you notice a lot about internet parents, you see it more and more and more often, is they don't understand how smart their kids are, not even remotely. That kid, if he's looking at that porn, has probably looked at 30 times as much as you've actually seen on his phone and knows the ins and outs of everything. But he's also not mature enough to make good decisions. So they would benefit from just going over to the kid and be like, all right, what do you know? And what are you thinking? And here's how you be a not weirdo. Here's what's right. That's all they have to do. But instead they go on Reddit and they're like, hey guys, what's this mean? I don't know. It's crazy.
I think you got to be pretty, and I overuse this term. I'm guilty of overusing this term, but I do think that you have to be pretty porn addicted to be a 16-year-old kid watching what is a hardcore taboo, like incest porn frequently. Like, I feel like that shows that you're pretty overexposed.
But it's like, yeah, but they take the most vanilla, normal, like mainstream porn, and like we already said, they just changed the title to brother sister.
Yeah,
I remember at some points, like the Pornhub people were like caught on hidden camera and everything, actually admitting this, where when AI first came out, they started using AI to basically whatever people would put into the search box on Pornhub, they would use that to dynamically adjust the titles on videos. So like if you search brother sister, the algorithm would dynamically adjust the whatever video it is. It doesn't even matter if it was originally an incest porn video. Could be any genre. It will dynamically change it to brother fucks sister. Yeah. To just serve it to you. To serve the interest.
And let's put it into any perspective. The fetish here doesn't matter. It could be any level of any fetish or taboo or whatever. It's the fact that he's a 16-year-old who's probably, not sure of how he feels or is growing up and experiencing new things and feeling new things that needs to be put on the right path and be like, look, man, this is fantasy and, this is not reality. Like, he could be watching fucking bestiality or much worse stuff. It's the same conversation to have. Be like, what's going on here? Instead of going on Reddit and going, hey, my son was watching a woman fuck a horse. What's this about? And the Redditors go, well, some people want to watch women fuck horses. What's wrong with that? It's like, you're missing the point entirely.
Here's my favorite horse fucking links. Please show your son
send him these. These are a lot better than the ones he was watching. But like, they're missing the point entirely,
No, yeah.
I also love it when Redditors chime in with like completely sidestepping the original question, which is this guy was asking fellow parents, like, hey, has anybody experienced like dealing with a teenage boy like this? And people go, well, I'm not a parent for what it's worth, but I'd start with parental controls, possibly even limiting phone screen time. This other guy says, chill, if I was 14 with today's weird and wonderful cesspit of an internet, I would beat my meat to weird shit all day long. Great.
That's the kind of guy you want to be taking advice from.
Thank you for telling us. Does anyone have anything else to say?
This guy, by the way, slides in like the Batman. His name is Rogue Sex Education. Rogue Sex Ed says, first thing I would tell the kid is to use incognito mode and close his browser.
Hide all the evidence.
Oh, come on, dude.
Don't let your mom see this, but I like it. Can you send me a link?
What the fuck? Talking about like a 16-year-old.
Oh yeah.
They need to be watching more porn, more hardcore porn, and they need to hide it.
I found it very like, okay, I'm finally getting cheered up by Reddit again. I love the genre of like, well, I'm not a parent, but what's wrong with them jerking off all day long? I would do it.
Well, it's not just that.
It's not the
like,
problem.
They're not parents, but they're also just like actual Coomers in the comments, like trying to convince other people to fall even deeper into their degeneracy. Like, it's totally fine.
It's absolutely going down the wrong. It's like almost a straw man where they're like, hey, my son was looking at some pretty like out there porn and I feel weird. Like, how should I handle this? And they're like, well, what's wrong with porn? Huh? You should be encouraging it. It's like, no, that's not what's going on. It's the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's the knee-jerk reaction that you're bound to get in fucking like shitlip echo chambers like Blue Sky and Reddit, where they go like, hey, I'm a little concerned. Like, should my son be spending an hour under the shower jerking off to hardcore porn? They go, what are you, some sort of Bible thumper? What are you gonna become?
Yeah.
Are you gonna send him off to the Amish? Like, no, that's not the fucking point here.
And then the fucking incognito mode guy, it's like, okay, instead of talking to your child and setting them straight, instead you should teach them how to get away with it without you knowing. Like, what kind of advice is that? That's
Make
insanity.
it even harder for you to be a parent.
Exactly.
Give them the tools.
It's absolute fucking insanity. It's
just
crazy.
So that guy in the comments can fantasize about it, because that's all he's doing.
Absolutely. That's horrible.
Just like, by the like, I don't want to know about it. Don't ask, don't tell. Like, oh, well, if you're doing some funny business like some gay porn, son, I don't want to know about it. Just take it away. Let's not talk about it.
Look,
just hide it.
Don't ask, don't tell is fine if his son was 24. Okay, he's into some shit. He's a functional, out in the world adult. Who cares? But he's 16. You need to, like, at least have some talks about this kind of stuff. You can't just ignore it. That's not the right way to go. Yeah, parental guidance. Exactly right. Jesus Christ.
But I think we're also missing the important element of this. Like, the OP was asking for advice on whether or not they should allow their like son to be alone with his 12-year-old sister. Which, I don't know, if you're asking that question already, there's something like really, really wrong with the situation. I think where you're like, oh God, do we let him hang out with his sister alone now? It
sounds like a bad parent as well, because you shouldn't have that fear. You should, again, have communicated with your child by this point to not be worried about that, you know?
Here's a great example. I wouldn't do anything, wouldn't even tell him I found his phone. A 14-year-old boy is going to explore sexually, and best let him do it without guilt or embarrassment. And somebody says, exactly. The amount of people concerned and thinking he needs to be punished is astounding. And in the entire thread that I've been skimming, not a single person mentions the word punish. Like, no one's talking about punishing the kid.
Well, no, taking away people's porn is punishment.
Yeah, I guess that's how they see it. Like, okay, if I tell you how to actually, like, if I provide you fatherly guidance on how to use your phone for, like, better purposes than just jerking off like a goddamn monkey, that's not punishment. That's called parenting. It's for your own good.
This is reactionary Redditing, and this is what makes my fight to brigade pornography all over the internet so difficult, because this is what people on the other side are fighting too hard on. Like, you need to sit there and talk with them and get boundaries and make them understand, hey, it's like, you know, when you're watching John Wick, you shouldn't actually shoot people. I know it's exciting and cool to watch him have a gun and blast bad dudes, but you shouldn't own a gun. You shouldn't shoot people you know. That's bad. It's the same thing. But these reactionary Redditors, want to be like, well, you need to let him do all of this stuff and explore it and get really in deep in it and give me his phone number so we can hang out and talk about it. Well, fuck you. No, you don't need to Puritan Bible Belt beat him down and say no porn ever. I'm blocking your phone for the rest of your life. You need to do something. A conversation will go a long way.
You need to talk about it and make sure that, I mean, kids are like teenagers and stuff are going to watch porn. I did.
Yeah, you can't stop them. You will never stop him. That's all there is to it.
It's very difficult to stop that. But you need to lay down, like, you know, healthy discussions about it. Yeah, you need to lay down healthy.
You can't just roll over
ideas
just
around
like,
it.
Let Pornhub have the W. Like, oh, well, I mean, they're going to own my son one way or another. Might as well just let them. What kind of a fucking bitch-ass cuck attitude is that? The fucking porn industry is gonna control my son's soul anyway. Might as well just sit back and like, hey son, have you tried incognito mode? You know what? Maybe I should get your Pornhub subscription. You're gonna do it anyway.
Son, you should try grandma porn, actually. I see you're into sister fucking porn, but grandma porn is where it's at. Anyway, real quick, a word from the sponsors of this episode. Guess what, guys? Now is the best time to invest in the sponsor for this episode, Helix Sleep, because Helix Sleep makes the best mattresses known to mankind. Just genuinely some of the most comfortable sleep I've ever had is on Helix Sleep mattresses. I always love visiting Andrew's abode because he stocks his house well with Helix Sleep mattresses. I know that every room I sleep in over at Andrew's house, since it's got a Helix Sleep mattress, I know I'm going to have the best night's sleep possible with Andrew, cuddling up on his Helix Sleep mattresses. And why? Well, it's because Helix Sleep is made of the most comfortable fabric and material. It's also pre-custom designed, basically, to fit your sleeping styles. Using their Helix Sleep quiz, you can determine what mattress is the best mattress for your sleeping type, your body type, the kind of dreams you want to have, perhaps, all of those certain things, all of those little quirks and oddities. You're going to get the best situation on Helix Sleep because they offer the options to make sure that your sleep is as comfortable as beds can possibly be, as comfortable as beds can possibly make your sleep be, basically. You can sleep soundly knowing that if you're sleeping on a Helix Sleep mattress, you're going to get the best sleep experience possible. That's why Helix Sleep is the most awarded bed company. Don't take our word for it, of course. We're not experts in the field, but that's why there are experts out there. Credited sleep journalists out there in Wired magazine and Forbes have rated Helix Sleep mattresses some of the highest in the industry for comfort. So, take their word for it. They're the ones that put their lives on the line each day, sleeping beautifully, very comfortably each night. So take their word for it. Helix Sleep is fantastic. They offer a 120-night sleep trial. So if you do try it and you don't like it, you can send it back, no questions asked, and you'll get a full refund. They also come with lifetime warranty, so if you like jumping around on that mattress a lot and something bad happens to that mattress and it has to be put out of its misery, there is a lifetime warranty as well. You're gonna have a great experience though, regardless, with Helix Sleep mattresses. So please do go check them out. You can go to helixsleep.com/official for their Black Friday sale running right now through to the end of November. That's 27% off site-wide, exclusive for the official podcast listeners. 27% off site-wide by going to helixsleep.com/official for that 27% off. Make sure you do enter our show name in the post-purchase survey so that they know that the official podcast are their friends. We are their friends. We do love Helix Sleep and we appreciate them for being long-time supporters of the show. So please do, if you are a big fan of the official podcast and all the stuff we do over here, and you're in the market for a new mattress, make sure that you go to Helix Sleep and sleep on a Helix mattress for the rest of your life. helixsleep.com/official for that 27% off site-wide. Thank you, and now over to Kaya.
So I heard a really cringe rumor about you. I heard that you still pay for Netflix, apparently, which, it's fine. I'm not judging. It's okay. But did you know that if you are paying for Netflix or Disney Plus or HBO, whatever it's called now, you're getting cucked out of like half the content because it's geo-locked? So what do you do if you want to watch a show that's only available in France or Japan or like Brazil? Well, you use ExpressVPN because ExpressVPN gives you access to over 100 countries, like 105 countries, something like that. All 50 US states, by the way, they have servers everywhere. They end-to-end encrypt all of your traffic. You can go on Netflix, you can tell Netflix, hey, I actually live in Turkey, so show me Turkish soap operas. Perfect. You're never gonna get in trouble with your ISP either if you use quote-unquote third-party streaming sites, by the way. So it is excellent, and it is easy to use, thankfully, because you download the app, install, login, done, select the server. Select the server to your heart's content from any country on the planet. It is fast. I've never noticed a slowdown. It works on all of your devices. I have it on my phone, my laptop, but that's just for travel because when I'm at home, I just have it installed on my router. So every device in my home is already connected to through ExpressVPN. Very easy. It is blazingly fast. I already mentioned that for you guys. I've been using it to watch, to download and watch a bunch of anime with my wife lately, namely Demon Slayer, which is actually a pretty decent show, an awesome movie. Chainsaw Man, sort of a letdown. But point is, I don't have to sit here worrying that Cox is going to send me a letter or an email saying, hey, we detected a copyright violation on your connection. If this happens again, we might have to terminate your I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. ExpressVPN protects me, okay? I can be anywhere on Earth. I can watch anything, anywhere, with ExpressVPN. And you can too, so be smart. Stop paying full price for streaming services only to get like a fraction of the content, okay? Get your money's worth at expressvpn.com/official. That's our link, expressvpn.com/official. And get up to 4 extra months of ExpressVPN. That is a good deal to watch anything on the planet that you want without any worry or any risk. You're welcome.
This episode is brought to you by gilfs.com for the hottest, finest gilfs.
That's a website.
100% a real
Don't
website.
go there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, go there if you want a good time.
Don't go there until they pay us, in which case, then you go there.
Yeah.
Wait for the check to clear.
But yeah, this is the extreme and the bad opposite direction of like, oh, who cares? Like, no, man, if you're concerned, do something. It's that simple.
Yeah, and there's something that you do should not be going to Reddit, the most porn-obsessed fucking website ever made,
Yeah.
to ask for advice.
Yeah.
We always repeat this, like, you cannot go to r/relationships or r/whatever and be like, hey, I am in a completely dysfunctional relationship with my wife/husband/whatever. Am I the asshole? No. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a bunch of lunatics telling you, no, you should divorce him, that monster.
Actually, just insane people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very reactionary people who just don't think at all. They just react.
All right. Do we want to do Downvoted?
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna go pee while he does that. Oh. Damn it. Wait. Keep eyeing. Because I have to tinkle real quick.
Okay. I don't know
Andrew?
what the fuck
What?
he means.
Huh? Oh, go. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe, what if we, downvoted? I mean, what?
I hope we keep this in the episode.
Keep it in the episode. I mean, if we keep it, well, I mean, I could keep doing this. We could do downvoted. I could just keep doing this again. Oh fuck! There's like so many. Okay, so if we hang on a minute, I got to do some mental math. If we,
I'm not hearing many R-ing.
I'm running the numbers in my head. I'm doing the pros and cons. So if we do, he's made
up his mind. He's done the math.
Oh, I forgot to carry the 2.
All right, I'm back.
Hey. All right, it's downvoted time. Make sure that you're watching the stream in our Patreon or our Discord. What the fuck is this?
And we'll remember
Discord
to
call.
enunciate for audio listeners like a good podcast always will. Right, Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Okay. Jackson, are you recording your screen?
Yeah, I've got it. I'm recording everything.
Okay. All right.
If you want to join us for these live recordings, official.men for a 7-day free trial, and you can hang out in the chat and talk about the things that we talk about and watch these recordings live, and you'll see Downvoted in the flesh. This week, we're looking at Contestant 6 r/incest isn't wrong. Submitted by Jurassic Reptile.
What a fucking coincidence. Did you plan this with Kaya's post?
No, I didn't plan it at all.
That's
which is
amazing.
pretty hilarious how this worked
He
out.
accepted it.
Wow.
In my mind.
Okay.
He sent me the fucking post a week ago.
While you guys were talking about incest before with the incest advice or whatever, I was quickly working on this slideshow. I put it all together within that last 10 minutes there.
Oh.
So it's going to be a quick one. No,
Okay.
r/incest isn't wrong. 39,000 weekly visitors, 750 weekly contributions.
That's a lot.
Submitted by Jurassic Reptile. Yeah, oh, by the way, if you want to submit other contestants, please do it at the official podcast yt@gmail.com. Send them through. I look at them all. Yeah, so initial thoughts on r/incest isn't wrong. What do you guys think this is about?
Probably diaper furs.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an
Father-son
overlap.
relationships.
Parasites you get in the East Asian islands.
Positive father-son relationships. All right, moving on. Incest isn't wrong. This is the description of the subreddit. A safe for work. Yeah, I'm going to be browsing this at work.
What a waste
Johnson,
of my
what are you
time.
looking at? Hey, Johnson, what are you looking at? Oh, well, I'm just on incest isn't wrong. Yeah, just having friendly debates in between meetings.
Fucking time. You have to show examples. You have to show proof that it's not wrong of it happening. This is bullshit.
A safer work community for support, positivity, education, and discussion of consanguinamory. Have you ever heard of that? This is how they're trying to
based
pretty
on
up
the
incest.
root words, I'm going to assume that means love between people with the same blood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They've just made a new word for incest, basically, to make it seem more, what's the word? Like acceptable, I guess, because
romantic.
Incest has such a, incest has a bad like connotation already, so they kind of use a different word.
If it's Latin, there's a good chance that like the Greeks were using that word when they were fucking their brothers and shit back in ancient times. You know,
regardless, it's not well known in the the current era of word thinking.
Yeah,
like not many people probably have heard of it or know what it means, so they start to use this one instead.
Yeah.
Discussion of that or consensual adult incest. We support the acceptance and legalization of incestuous relationships between consenting adults, and we stand against abuse in all forms. Created 2 years ago. Public. It says adult content, even though it's safe for work. But I think I don't know. Right here it says not safe for work content.
And I'm out.
18 plus adults only. Do not seek relationship advice. No anti-incest bigotry or debate.
Whoa, you mean the incest support community doesn't allow anti-incest posts? That's weird. That's crazy.
Well, that's just an echo chamber.
Well, it's exactly what this is. That's every subreddit for the most part. They're just they don't want debates. They just want to hear their opinions validated.
We support, so this is what it says underneath that rule, which is no anti-incest bigotry or debate. We support incest here, and it is not a matter of debate. Any outright bigotry, hatred, or shaming towards incest is not tolerated. This includes attempts at so-called rational debate that assume the wrongness of incest.
So what I'm gonna take a stab at this one. I'm gonna guess most of the posts are, does anyone else fuck their brother? It rules. And then the comments, yeah, it's totally great. Thumbs up. And that's the whole subreddit.
Let's find out by first taking a look at the moderators. So the moderators, we got a bunch of different users here. Mostly women, it looks like. One anime weeb. And then most of them are active in the following subreddits. Incest isn't wrong. Trans, polyamory, incest debate. Incest is always wrong. Which I guess they go there to argue.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. There's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, I think they go there to argue, so they don't follow that sub's rules.
But that breaks that subreddit's rule of no debate on incest being wrong, because it's always wrong.
You know what I found interesting? This is democracy in action. Maybe incest isn't wrong, because incest isn't wrong has 36K members. Incest is always wrong only has 1K members.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe, and hear me out, it might be that the people who have to justify their incestuous relationship don't have lives and obsess over it, whereas the other group is just kind of like, yeah, that's what I believe. I'm going to go on with my life now. The end.
r/LGBT, r/incest confessions, which, by the way, has more members than almost the LGBT community, like only 200,000 less. They've got almost 1 million members in incest
That
confessions.
one makes a lot of sense to me. I would bet that's a lot of stories where it's like, oh, I kissed my sister. Well, oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, no.
But there's more There's more members in Incest Confessions than there is in r/trans or polyamory.
More people have siblings than are trans. It makes sense to me. It really does.
That's a lot of incest.
Okay, so you know how you can look up similar subreddits by common users?
Yeah.
I'm looking at that right now. Incest Confessions has in common a lot of users with slutty confessions, rape fantasies.
Oh, no.
r/dad would be proud, r/mom bod.
Oh, baby.
r/busty petite TikTok nude x small girls.
Perfect.
Demi yesto.
10 out of 10.
I don't know what that is.
Don't care.
Legal teens.
No.
What is R for R?
Reddit for Reddit.
Dirty R. Oh,
rape for rape.
It's like Reddit. It's Redditor dating and hookups, I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which is worse. Rape for rape or Reddit for Reddit.
What's the difference?
I didn't, to clarify, I didn't say rape for rape or whatever the fuck you just said. I said rate, like ratings for ratings.
Oh. I heard that.
Okay, my bad
too. Jesus Christ.
Rape for rape.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, anyway. Sorry, continue.
r/incest confessions, r/sib kisser. What else is that?
That's pretty funny.
r/labubu drops.
Not surprised.
r/Pokemon Clover. I don't know what that is, but they're popular.
Hi there. I'll step up to the plate. Pokemon Clover is the 4chan Pokemon game that has tons and tons of offensive jokes in it. And I can't lie, it's pretty fucking good. I played it not long ago. It's honestly great.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
teenager.
It gives you the idea of the people that are posting here, you know?
Yeah, a lot of the mods are also involved in r/teenager, which is not a good sign.
Of course.
No, that's not good at all.
Of course.
r/incest is always wrong again. Oh, yeah, this is two different moderators lists. And then things like r/mi overrating. Anyway, it shows a general kind of perspective on what subreddits they're involved in. The moderators.
Well, the r/teenager is like a very common one, isn't it? Where whenever you go on one of these,
oh yeah, on any kind of like porn addicted user on Reddit, and you look at what they're active in, it's always in like r/teenager, where it's like
always at least one r/teenager post where they go, oh yeah, you know, I know exactly what you mean. You should DM me, wink, wink.
It's so hard being a 37-year-old teenager these days on Reddit. That's fucked.
You do look at the users and like you see them in other like heavy porn subreddits, and then they'll just post one post in like r/teenager, and you know they've got other posts where they talk about being like a 30-year-old man or whatever, and it's like this is
fucking get out of there. Don't go there ever. Jesus Christ.
It is gross. I feel like Reddit AI should be smart enough at some point to detect when a user is probably like not supposed to be an r/teenager.
That's kind of iffy. Didn't Google try doing that recently where they would like restrict your YouTube account if they thought you were a kid, and it would block 90% of the website, and it just didn't work at all?
Discord does the same thing. A lot of platforms do that now. They use AI moderation to, you know, if all you talk about is fucking Labubus and Pokemon in chat-like lingo, the AI will detect it and be like, hey, you have to submit ID. But that would defeat the point of Reddit. Like the point of Reddit, the point of a system is what it does. Reddit's point is to like feed teenagers to sex offender power mods.
That was the entire purpose.
That was the end of the mystery movie where Kaya's revealing the plot behind everything.
Murder on the Orient Express Reddit edition.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right. These are some of the posts from these moderators as well. I went through like a lot of them moderators and had a look at what kind of stuff they were posting. One of them's posting things like love and pleasure begin at home. Never pull out under r/inbreeding fantasy, r/incest connection. Real love begins at home. So he's got like this particular moderator's got like catchphrases basically.
He's got zingers. Yeah, he's got them in his back pocket.
He's also posting actively an r/beast_love, which is probably not a good subreddit either. And he says the Reddit cliche here. I am sorry that horrible person said that. I'm assuming someone said, you know, you shouldn't want to fuck beasts. And then he says, your desire and pleasures are valid. Yes. Real incest stories. Mum jerked me off at the park. I hope it becomes a regular occurrence. And he's also actively posting in r/incest cream pies, saying nothing more loving than vigorous family fucking and making big creamy messes together.
This hurts your case. Sorry, read the last one, and then I've got a point on this already.
I think that is the last one.
Okay, so this hurts your case so badly, my friend. My
you're not an
dude's
NSFW.
running the subreddit. If you want to make the point, if you want to make the case, incestuous relationships can be fine. You know, we're consenting adults and we both love each other and we both want this and we don't care if we're cousins or siblings or whatever. Okay, you have a point you can argue. But if at the same time you're hopping on these porn websites going, God, I want to watch them come at each other, you're really hurting your argument that it's just not all down to sex and kinks and nothing else.
If it's not just like an obsession with porn.
Exactly. This hurts your argument immensely for actually trying to legitimize it.
Thanks for the advice, Andrew, on how to legitimize
No
incest.
problem.
I hope they take it. This second moderator has posts like, every single one of us is cooked. Every trans girl has incest kink. Dipshit, it came free with your fucking family trauma. And then also posting r/sib kisser. Stupid big sis. The meme says, older siblings be like, this is wrong. My sister, you put your cock in me last Thanksgiving. What are we doing here?
Well, no, we need to specify. Gawk. Yeah, it says gawk, which means they're trying to appeal to like the newer generation slang or censorship, which is just pathetic.
Do you not know what a gawk is? It's girl cock.
Oh, well, no, that still applies. That's still the same kind of thing.
But that's not Gen Z lingo. That's more like porn addict Coomer lingo.
Yeah, it's more Reddit lingo, I guess.
Yeah. Regardless, they're trying to pretty up their incest messaging in like meme factor formats that is easily digestible by r/teenagers, which is, I think, pretty fucking
very
gross.
Lazy memes, though. They're not good memes. Which reveals that this guy's very old, actually.
Well, it's like really shitty, awful memes that are made to appeal to like early 20-year-olds, and it just feels like it's like, what is the point of this subreddit? It really just seems like a thinly veiled incest porn subreddit. There's no actual like discussion.
Veiled?
No.
Well, sorry. Okay, a blatant, incredibly in your face incest porn subreddit pretending
Let's
it's
keep
not.
our minds open. They might convince us at the end that we are attracted to family members. Let's just hold up.
All right, I'll hear you out.
r/family incestry here. Post says, growing the family. The text reads, haven't posted an update in a while. Some things are inevitable, especially when the process leading to it happens so often. We found out a few weeks ago that my daughter is now currently pregnant. She was on the pill, but given the fact that I fill her with cum on an almost daily basis, it was bound to fail eventually. It's 100% definitely mine, as since we started fucking, I'm the only man she's ever had. This new revelation has only made the sex even more intense and satisfying. My cousin and I can't wait to watch her belly slowly grow bigger and bigger, knowing it's her own sibling developing inside her womb. About 200 upvotes, and then the moderator replies, congratulations to your growing family.
I mean, that's got to be fetish content, right? Like, I don't believe that's real.
Me neither, but the fact that they want it to be real is enough to
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Like, this isn't just passively watching like stepsister porn on Pornhub. This is actively engaging in this community and like desperately wanting it to be real. I feel like it has transcended just a porn kink, for example, for these people.
It's the same with the plushy people and the people who fantasize about like euthanizing innocent little puppies and whatnot in that one subreddit is, if they had the chance, they would. That's what makes them so gross is, all of this is fantasy, but also if they could get away with it, they would. They would be
after reading through this subreddit pretty intensely, like going through a lot of the posts, I will say that in this subreddit, what is it, r/incest isn't wrong. A lot of the posts genuinely do seem real. Like they're talking about their incestuous relationships that they are actively engaging in. A lot of them do seem real. This one from other incest subreddits like r/family incestry and stuff, there definitely is just like fetish posting like this. I doubt this is real.
Yeah, that seems fetishy.
Just the language that they use and how they describe it feels like less like this actually happened, and more like a fat 40-year-old man sitting in his basement jerking off to the things that he's typing right now.
Yeah, imagining another daughter.
Yeah, another one, r/incest isn't wrong from the subreddit we're talking about today. This is another moderator who posts, frankly, me and my brother are to this day more like bickering siblings who fuck and are in denial about romantic context, even though it's very much there. I think it's a game we play until the end, laughing face emoji. See, like things like this don't read like the one that I read before, like super fetishy. This seems like actual someone having a real experience that they're talking about.
Do you think this can happen to any family, or is this like siblings that got molested as children or like beat and their dad put out cigarettes on them? Yeah, that's the scary part. Like, is it just random?
I think it's probably more common than we think, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. I bet incest is happening all the fucking time behind closed doors, but people don't talk about it. You know, like this.
I know it happens, but like how much of it is this far? Where it's not like even, hey, me and my brother touched wieners once, but actively ongoing sexual relationship where they're happy and proud of it and talk on Reddit about it.
I mean, it'd be hard to gauge, wouldn't it? Because even when anonymous, how many people would admit that that's happening?
Well, I think people are more likely to admit to it these days because they have these fringe communities popping up, and you know they can use anonymous accounts to kind of, you know, talk to other people that are living those lifestyles or whatever, incest lifestyles. So yeah, they're finding a level of acceptance that wasn't necessarily available to them before, and that might make them more bold, and it might make people more interested in doing it as well. You know, there's a lot of questions about that, but I will say, like reading through the subreddit, a lot of the people talked about how they initially got into it, and unsurprisingly, a lot of the times it came down to incest porn. Like they were exposed to it through incest porn. They hyperfixated on it, and then they you know, they broached the subject to their family member, and you know there was a percentage chance of that working out, and then they start talking about their new relationship.
Go on. Hang on. What else do they recommend? Go on.
No, I'm not giving incest advice.
Darn.
So I like to look at the top posts on these subreddits a lot of the times because, you know, it gives the best kind of overview of what the subreddit's about. The top post on r/incest isn't wrong is the 4 types of incest phobes, and it's a picture. It's a picture describing the people that don't like incest. So we have number 1, the anti-intellectual, who says incest is wrong, and then the debater says why. And then the phobe says, what do you mean why? What's wrong with you? It just is. And then the incest person replies, what about consenting adults? And then the phobe says, I'm not going to listen to some freak who's literally defending incest. There's no debate here. You need help.
You can insert like anything, like
any argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shit eating is
any
wrong.
argument
Why?
whatsoever. Hey,
Why?
you know, in my spare time, I like to go outside and I like to force feed pigeons all the berries I can find until they explode, and then I wipe all their fucking guts on my face and I lick it off and I eat it. Well, that's wrong. Well, what do you mean it's wrong? I'm a consenting adult doing it. Like it works for anything. Any
Debate me,
absurd
bro.
bullshit. Yeah.
Debate me, bro.
Yeah, and then you're not allowed to say, I don't, like, some things are just inherently human truths, like incest is wrong, or incest
Also,
being bad is an inherent human truth. I shouldn't have to argue that with people.
Also, God himself hates you if you do incest. Your children end up retarded. Does this have to be pointed out that your children will end up disabled?
Kaya, how dare you? I was waiting for the third one to enter in on that because I feel like that's what they're skipping over, but we'll get to it. That was the point I was going to make. Yeah.
Number 2, the bigot. Incest is wrong, says the phobe. Person says, why?
Which I also want to point out for audio listeners, all of these phobes, the incest phobes, are furries. And it's pretty funny. Well, it's pretty funny when you have to make the furries the voices of reason. It's something to note.
The phobe says, it's disgusting. And then the incest person says, what about consent? I was going to say consenting adults, but he's interrupted by the furry phobe who says, it doesn't matter. You're not supposed to bang your own family members. It's fucking gross. What kind of pervert would even want that? We come to number 3.
That's a clue. Well, that's a clue right there because incest is an inherent wrong in human structure. And it's like in the back of your mind, you should know it's bad. And there are reasons why it's bad, but there's like that inherent thing of, oh, I shouldn't fuck my family members. That should be a clue without you needing all this evidence that it's a bad idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, again, there are just human truths, like things that have persisted throughout time that we always functionally understand are wrong. Like I shouldn't need, all right, let's say that you really like picking up shit off the street and just licking it. And then I'm like, whoa, that's fucking gross. And you're like, oh, well, why actually? And then I shouldn't have to explain that to you. It should just be a fundamental understanding that, yeah, that's wrong.
There are clues in human society, like, you know, poop is waste product. Let's say we go back in time. We don't know about germ theory. We don't know about bacteria. We go way back in the past. They're still like, hey, you shouldn't be covered in shit. You know, there's going to be little nitpicks here and there, like people didn't know to wash their hands, whatever, but there's still that idea of maybe the thing that comes out of our body that smells awful, that comes as a waste product from eating food, shouldn't be something that we then again eat or use to bathe ourselves. Like, you can get it. You can infer it. The stove is hot. Don't touch the stove. So when the brain of most people goes, don't fuck your sister, you can go, oh, that's like a human hot stove. Shouldn't do it. Not a good idea. Don't know why. Maybe I'm a caveman, but I know I shouldn't.
I hate how they try to paint people against incest as anti-intellectuals, like positioning incest as the intellectual standpoint of like, this is actually very smart.
Again, with
just
the like,
because,
if you're against this, you must be some sort of a Bible-thumping Amish patriarch. Like, I'm against this because Jesus said so. No.
Excuse me, I've heard every counter-argument for why I shouldn't fuck my sister, but we do it anyway. We're truly smarter than you. It's like that.
I've never heard an argument good enough for why I shouldn't fuck my sister.
Yes. Now, come along, my son, who is 34 and reads at a second grade level. We love you.
We come to number 3, the denier. The furry phobe says, incest is wrong. The incest person says, why? Furry says, because it's harmful due to the abusive power dynamics and genetic risks of inbreeding. Finally, an argument. And then the incest person replies, what about consenting adults with no power imbalance who reproduce responsibly or not at all? And then the furry says, that's impossible. Family members always have a power imbalance regardless of age or circumstance. Statistics about abuse and crime prove that incest is abusive and criminal.
Okay.
And that person's the denier, Kaya, by the way.
Kaya, this is where I was going to pop in because I thought it was more appropriate here. So recapping the conversation, the guy goes, incest is wrong because blah, 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 stuff that's like, okay, whatever. But then there's genetic risks of inbreeding. And their counter argument is, well, what about the consenting adults? And there's no power imbalance. And, you know, we reproduce responsibly. What the final paragraph should say, that's not responsible. That is an incredibly huge risk of ruining the child.
Ruining a life.
Ruining a whole life.
Just because you could stop yourself from fucking your sister.
If you have a kid, not only do we have all the genetic issues that are going to come from that far more likely, but what kid wants to be raised by sibling parents?
Yeah, that kid's going to get bullied.
It's not even bullied, man. It's going to ruin their entire life. It's going to complicate everything. Like they're nitpicking that one part of, oh, there's no power imbalance. We want to have sex with each other. And then their counter argument is, no, there is a power imbalance. Okay, fine. You can make your points there, but they're ignoring what he just said, which is, yeah, you're going to have a really messed up child. You are ruining someone's life.
What I love about this Foursquare quadrant art piece is on the top you've got the anti-intellectual, someone who won't argue, and they're like, oh, pathetic. People won't even argue about incest with us. That just shows how right we are. And then someone actually argues with them, and they're like, oh, pathetic. That guy's a denier.
Oh, they're denying it.
Okay, what do you want? You want arguments or
right?
So he steps in and he goes, oh, yeah, your child is going to have tons and tons of genetic problems. And they go, yeah, but there's no power imbalance between us. Yeah, the people, you know, who aren't at risk.
We're consenting adults. We consent to having a fucked up kid.
I'm also going to have to point out that what does reproducing responsibly even mean? Other than I assume they're just going to have a bunch of babies and abort them all until they win the lottery and have one that doesn't have 3 arms.
What it fucking sounds like is, well, they don't have any STDs. We're having safe sex. You know, if we do happen to reproduce, we're doing it responsibly. Because
no such thing.
Keeping ourselves safe. But with incest, that's not a thing. You can't do that.
There's no such thing as reproducing responsibly if you're fucking a family member.
Exactly right.
It's a
fine. You enjoy your cousin's pussy. Good for you. Let's see what your kid enjoys when they're 40 years old and still have a full-time attendant because their brain's broken because you made that decision.
I've seen them point out, especially in the subreddit, Well, normal relationships between two unrelated people also sometimes results in people with genetic abnormalities, but they fail to understand that those are a rarity and people don't fuck each other signing on with the risk of that eventually happening. When you're in an incestuous relationship, you are actively signing up for a larger than regular amount of risk involving genetic abnormalities. So you're a bad person at that point.
Or a retard.
Both. Yeah, you probably already got some deficiencies of your own from inbreeding in the family. It sounds like it's a continuous thing. Number 4, the minimizer. Incest is wrong, says the furry. Oh, also, by the way, the number 3, the denier furry, has glasses, so you know he's smart. Number 4, the minimizer. Incest is wrong. The incest person says, why? The phobe says, because it's harmful due to the abusive power dynamics and genetic risks of inbreeding.
That's the same argument as the previous panel.
The person says, what about consenting adults with no power imbalance who reproduce responsibly or not at all?
That's the same argument.
But the minimizer is different than the denier. The denier just says, no, that's impossible. Whereas the minimizer says, sure, in fairy tale fantasy land, but it's not like that actually happens. And if it does happen, it's so rare that it's not even worth considering.
No,
I mean, I've never met anyone like that. Have you? And what's the big problem anyway?
My wife and I love each other. Everything in our incestuous relationship is working out great. Oh, my son just shit himself again. Oh, hang on. Sorry. This has been going on for 35 years. Sorry. Shit. Again, it's selfish. It is very, very, very selfish to think that you can have kids if you're going down the incestuous route, because you are vastly increasing that kind of risk. And the bullshit of even if they come out okay, they have to deal with sibling parents. No one wants that.
We now know that Andrew is in the denier camp, so he can be
wearing
pushed
glasses.
away.
Fuck.
Yeah. You're denying that incest is a healthy thing.
Whenever I speak up to talk about the safety of the potential child, I need you, Jackson, to instead say, well, we're consenting adults with no power imbalance, so it's fine. Yeah, that'll get me good.
And you're a denier, which is on this grid, which means it can be fully pushed away.
God damn it.
We don't need to listen to these people. So this covers pretty much everything, really.
There's no arguments.
Twice.
They've reduced everyone's opinions against incest into these 4 squares incredibly. As a way of downplaying it. It is tagged with activism, though, so that's pretty cool. Next one.
It's doing a lot.
This is an example post from 18 hours ago, so this is fresh. I wanted to see what they've been posting, in current time, basically, not just the top post. This post reads, Mum/son love and support. The post reads, being with my mum was the most challenging and best thing I've ever done with my life. Most things on Reddit are fantasy and roleplay, so it is nice to find a group that is about real people sharing real positive experiences. Support like this helps the open-minded lifestyle thrive. Keep sharing the love. 60 updates. And then some of the comments read, the sexual connection with my sons has made all of our lives much happier. The person replies, that's so beautiful to hear. The OP replies, that's so beautiful to hear. Glad you all found that love.
That's so weird that this person came into a thread and said, yeah, I'm in a relationship with my mom. Thanks for the support. And one of the top comments is, yeah, the sex we have is great. That's with so
all
weird.
Of my sons. This is a whore mom.
That's so weird that if this subreddit is allegedly about actually supporting the relationships, that they're very quick to jump to all the fucking. Like that's the only part of the relationship. That's so weird, isn't it?
I don't know. Also, I don't know how you can just ignore. Again, the whole power imbalance thing is a bit of a meme at this point. Hearing the word power imbalance, but if there ever was a use case for power imbalance, I feel like this is actually.
I was gonna say
apt situation where like this mom has raised. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they started the sexual relationship with the sons when the sons had turned 21 or whatever, so they're adults, consenting adults. But that ignores the fact that this was a parent for at least 21 years. Of these children's lives. That's a clear power imbalance to me.
Isn't it amazing that whenever Leonardo DiCaprio starts dating some fucking 23-year-old tramp that he met at a fashion show, who's a grown woman and fully consents to having sex with him for 2 years in exchange for yachts and money, people say, oh, what a pedophile. He groomed that young lady. The power imbalance is so blatant. And here you have these moms having sex with children whose diapers they changed. and raised from age 0.
This is definitely that.
That's a pretty clear power imbalance, right? I'm not
Do
crazy.
you think,
from the crib to your bed.
Do you think
I would say that's grooming.
Do you think that she still parents him in it? She's like, Jeremy, you come to my room and you fuck me right now.
Mister, brush your teeth and get in bed right now. I need my clam eaten.
Get those pants off. I'll read you a story first.
Yeah, families are full of power imbalances. Like you're raised to listen to your parents, so of course that there's a power imbalance here. It's such a ridiculous.
Well,
statement.
remember, if you have a regular relationship and you say, "Oh, guys, I got a girlfriend," this mirrors real life. This incest positivity group, because if I say that to people, then they'll go, "Well, what's the sex like?" Because when I started having sex with my girlfriend, I felt much closer to her. It's so thinly veiled, all of this shit, that it's so clearly just fetishism. It's nuts.
Well, no, I think I think a lot of people in this particular subreddit, like, it's probably born from a fetishistic interest in incest, but I genuinely do believe a lot of these people are actually living that lifestyle and having incest relationships.
They might be, but here's the difference. If you come up to me on the street, we're having a conversation, you say, "Oh, by the way, I'm in a relationship with my mom," then I will disagree with you and we'll shake hands and we'll walk away. But if you're trying to pitch that to me as something that's fine, and every discussion you have is, "Oh, the sex is so good. All the sex we have makes us closer." It's all about the sex. It's like this is not legitimate.
The fixation. Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, just for math's sake, I looked it up. The rate of birth defects among the general population, unrelated parents, is 2 to 3% in their children. Among first-degree incest, which is siblings and parent-child relationships, it's 30 to 50%.
I like those odds.
That's responsible.
That's responsible.
You can't make the claim that it's like an equal level of responsibility between those two groups.
When me and my sister started fucking, we flipped a coin. It came up heads. We're gonna be fine. It's okay.
Yeah. That's
a
so
10x, by the way, the risk. So I don't know how you're reproducing responsibly when there's a literal 50-50 coin flip.
50-50,
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
And you literally can't make the claim then that regular people in non-incestuous relationships are just as guilty of taking that risk when it's a 2% chance.
I think a great example of this is raw meat. There's a lot of people out there that are like raw food people, and they're like, "Oh, I eat raw meat and I'm fine and healthy." It's like, yeah, but compared to cooked steak, you eating that raw fucking steak is increasing your risk of diseases by 100 times if you just ate regular cooked food. But they're living in this fantasy world of, "Oh no, I can do it responsibly. I'll get lucky." That's responsible. It's bullshit.
All right, here's another comment on that same thread from someone that says, "Yeah, man, assuming you're a guy, correct me if I'm wrong. A mother's love can be purest and most intimate thing you've ever felt. Not only did my mum teach me sex," there we go, sex immediately, "but also how to create functional relationships, smiley face. We're probably better than we've ever been. Next step is explaining to my younger sister, that's concerning, what's been going on though, so hopefully that goes well, aka hopefully I can have sex with my younger sister too."
Yeah, hopefully we can groom her. Is what this plan is, by the way.
The OP replies, "Yeah, we haven't told anyone in our family. That's going to be difficult to do if we ever figure out how. It's a shame it's so hard for some people to understand, but any amount of sacrifice and work is worth it to be with my mom. And yes, I am a guy, haha." What my issue?
Mama's boy.
So here's something that I was actually thinking about just then. So I don't really care if it's just like a fetish, like if you're just, you're jerking off to the porn on Pornhub or whatever, because clearly a lot of people do that. Yeah. What when it becomes an issue is when you're actually in the comments like this, still jerking off to things that you believe are real. Like this person believes that this post is real and that this situation is going on, and then they're piggybacking off that to jerk off to what they perceive as a real thing.
There is a distinction, and with the fantasy, I will always bring up the sexual assault argument. Sexual assault is one of the most common fetishes on the planet. It's like number one, debatably maybe number one. but there's a very big difference between if you're reading stories or fantasy or fan fiction or looking at drawings or people playing in movies. That's fine. That's not real. Difference between that and when you're actually watching like snuff films or having people tell the story of, oh, this is when I molested this girl at the park. That's not okay.
Or like going in this situation to link it closer to this example here, or going onto r/like rape survivors and then jerking off and actively like posting those comments and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah,
yes. The other incest subreddits are fine because it's, hey, look, this is our sexual fetish. We're here to jerk off. Here's some porn. There's fine. Do what you got to do. But this one that's trying to push it into, well, maybe we should make this real and have everyone clap and cheer us on so we can jerk off.
Well, no, again,
too much.
I think a lot of these posts are real, and then people with fetishes are coming here to use this as a source of jerk off fodder.
It's clearly too far.
It's not just fantasy for you. Yeah, it's not just fantasy for you anymore, and it's definitely not fantasy for the people who have done it for real. But if you're coming here as just a porn user and you're jerking off to real stories, then yeah, you're into that. You're functionally into that. You are an incest person, like genuinely a risk to family members.
Yeah.
So it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. What were you going to say, Kaya?
I was going to say, did we ever talk about the subreddits that are like supposed to be support groups like Rape Survivor, Abuse Survivor, but then every once in a while you'll have those accounts joining a thread like, oh, you were raped as a child. Could you go into detail? No reason. My DMs are open.
It helps me heal.
Yeah, could you describe in a little bit more detail how it made you feel when your father took his pants off? It's like, we can all tell why you're here. It's weird.
Ugh.
It's gross. That's exactly what we're talking about. Like,
it ties back to what I said at the beginning. This is destroying your case. You know, if they were some level of them trying to be like, no, incest is okay, and here's why, all of these people jacking off are absolutely ruining anything you have to say. It's done. This is just another porn subreddit in disguise.
Well, I mean, to be fair, is there like a wholesome way to have a subreddit like this? How could it be?
I wouldn't say wholesome. I wouldn't say wholesome. What I would give them is you could have a discussion. I don't agree with them, but I could have a talk with them about it. Be like, here's why you're wrong. Here's why I don't support it.
If it wasn't this dirty and just like unashamedly. Yeah.
If someone came in here in the Incest Isn't Wrong subreddit and went, hey, I'm genuinely in love with my cousin. We want to get married. We have a beautiful life together. We're like best friends. It feels like other girlfriends I've had, all that stuff. And they maybe mention, yeah, we're intimate, the end. Then I'd be like, fine, you're talking about something here.
If it was an actual support group, just like with the other subreddit that was
I'd respect this subreddit way more if they just made any kind of sex talk against the rules, basically. Just remove that entire
1,000%. Fully agree. 100%
entire
agree.
angle.
Yeah.
Well, this is true for like most of those subreddits where if it was like, okay, hey guys, I started noticing that I'm a little reliant on Benadryl. I think I'm developing an addiction. And if all the comments were like, yeah, man, I had the same thing. You got to stop. But when it turns into a subreddit where they go, yeah, dude, slam some more. Take like 20 of them at a time.
Yeah.
You're going to see spiders. It's so awesome. This is that subreddit again, just for sexual kinks. Like, oh yeah, man, dude, your mom. I love fucking my mom.
At least this one has tact where they're trying to like flower it up and be like, oh, we grew so much closer from the sex and it was so magical. The Benadryl subreddit, to be fair, was, nah, man, take more Benadryl. I don't care if you're in the hospital.
Well,
you should really take more.
The issue with the Benadryl subreddit that we talked about last week was literally 99% of the users were kids, and there were kids encouraging kids or adults encouraging kids to start a crippling addiction to one of the worst drugs known to mankind, apparently, that causes the worst symptoms.
But isn't this like worse? I guess we can debate it at the end of the thing, but it's like
we can absolutely debate it at the end, but I will say that they do have rules here that you're not allowed to talk about underage people, but people use like coded language.
Okay, I get that. Maybe they're not talking about underage people, but if you're talking about having sex with your son, your 18-year-old, you cannot tell me you weren't fucking him when he was 15 or when he was 8 years old and you were raising him as his dad.
Just in general, like again, I fundamentally believe that it can't be unlinked to grooming behavior to eventually bang the guy that you've been raising for 18 years.
Yeah,
if you do it when he's 19, that doesn't suddenly make it okay that you've had a lifelong.
it's a very different thing when it's parent-child versus the other ones. Like brother, sister, cousins, like, okay, you get it to a degree. You get where it's coming from. But the parent stuff, it's like, what the fuck? Like, that's such a different level in my mind of not okay. You know what I mean?
I think most people have a rational and understandable response when they hear a dad banging his daughter. Like that... like there's no situation where there's not a massive power imbalance there, but again, like it seems like mums banging their sons gets a they can absolve themselves more easily.
That's the battle of the sexes. That's like with the teachers.
Yeah.
When the male teachers
what I'm saying
with
is
the female students,
it's still
and vice
an
versa.
enormous. It's obviously still an enormous power imbalance. It's the same relationship.
Oh yeah. It's all these people are very clearly
but
deep
they get
into
the
this
high
fetish.
five. They get the high five treatments that the teachers get. Like, oh man, where was she when I was in high school?
Yeah, it's these people buried deep into this fetish, and they've kind of gotten into an offshoot now where they think, oh, maybe we can get people on our side with it. Maybe we can get people to support this taboo and make it real instead of keeping it where it belongs in the realm of fantasy. They're going too far. It's all these people going way too far with it.
Yeah. Next one. There's an FAQ, so I wanted to read through some of those frequently asked questions on the subreddit. What's with the flower in the sub's icon? And they reply, it's the Friends of Lily symbol, the most commonly recognized symbol of consanguinity. I'm just going to call it incest. I can't be bothered.
Consanguinity.
Yeah.
Symbol of incest among the community. Read about the symbol's origin and meaning here. So they have like a special little symbol that they use. To
hey, do you like this flower? It means you fuck your brother.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. If you like lilies, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You like an incest flower now. This FAQ reads, I'm in an incestuous consang relationship. How can I connect with others like me? The back reads, this subreddit is a great place to start. Feel free to post about your experience with the personal story flair. Tell us how your relationship started. What's it like for you? Or just gush about your love. Please remember to avoid sexually explicit descriptions as we prefer to stay SFW around here. Outside of Reddit, other supportive social spaces include the Kindred Spirits Forum and I Support Full Marriage Equality Facebook group. Oh man, what a joke marriage will become.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
I have incestuous feelings for someone. What should I do? Remember that you're not alone. You're not a freak and you're not a bad person. Well, if you have incestuous feelings for someone, I agree that you're not a bad person, but it's when you start to act on those feelings.
Yes. There's a thing called an intrusive thought. Every human being on the planet has it. You drive your car and you go, what if I just run over that guy on the sidewalk? People think this shit all day, every day. It's normal. The difference is with these weirdos is that they're trying to make it like okay. And
they're trying to rationalize
it. Yeah.
Hey, they go online and they go, hey, could you guys talk me into this intrusive thought I've been having, like acting it out in real life? Not that I want, just kidding. Haha, unless, like, maybe should I? Has anybody done this?
Well, it's so funny that it's supposed to be this air of a support group. And if someone came in here and was like, hey, I think my sister's actually kind of hot. Is that wrong? You're not going to get responses like, no, that's normal and natural. Just, think about what's going on, blah, blah. Everyone's going to go, you should fuck her. You should fuck her. Why aren't you fucking her?
Send me pictures.
I mean, is she
Tell me
hot?
how you did it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
The post continues to read, the FAQ field continues to read, if you're both adults, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your feelings, and maybe it could work out. Expressing romantic / sexual interest to a family member can be a risky and complicated endeavor depending on your situation. But people do it all the time. Here's some general advice for initiating an incestuous relationship. So they got a little WikiHow guide here on how to broach that to your family member. If you want more specific advice, consider posting r/incest relationships or submitting an anonymous question to Incest Corner.
Incest Corner. Can we have
Incest Corner? So funny.
Another FAQ field reads, I have incestuous feelings for someone, but at least one of us is a minor. What should I do? So that's always a good sign when your FAQ involves something like this, huh? That doesn't paint your community in a pretty negative light.
At least one of us is a minor.
Yeah,
Possibly
I think the answer to this question, it should just be a link to the local police precinct in your area, and that's it.
And then it reads, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and read what this means. But my point is that like they have to make this statement in the first place, which means a lot of the people using this forum or this community have broached this topic before, which is just not a good look, obviously. And it reads, expressing or acting on these feelings is almost certainly a bad idea for now. Even if you're close in age, you should strongly consider avoiding romantic or sexual advances until you're both legal adults. If you're an adult experiencing attraction to a minor who's much younger than you, please do the responsible thing and seek professional help now. Do not allow a child to be harmed, which, yeah, to be fair, correct response. But again, the fact that this needs to be said in this group about incest is, well, I mean, it is, what else are they going to say here?
It's
your sister, don't do it regardless of your age.
Well, yeah, obviously.
The whole response there in that should just be the video of Michael Jordan going, stop it, get some help. And that's it.
Yeah. Like, this wouldn't be okay even if both of them are like 28.
Yeah. But yeah, the age thing, like they're at least they're not like, well, actually, it's a good thing. They're not like that. We don't judge you or anything like that. They're not saying that stuff. This post reads, "This is so cute." It flies in the face of what we just talked about. It says, "This is so cute, love heart," and it's a meme. It's a meme picture that says, it's a guy in the top left looking at his phone. It says, "I think mum and dad are finally asleep," and then it's his sister in another room, and she says, "Give it 10 minutes and I'll come to your room," and then both of them are smiling. Which is, if they're still living at home, they've got to be minors. So this is a meme, a top post where they're talking, like they're encouraging that kind of, dynamic between two underage people having an incestuous relationship. Mm-hmm. And then the comments read, backing up my point, the top comments on that post read, "It's so much easier when we live in one room with him," smiley face, drooly face. And then someone replies saying, "Yeah, me and both my sisters shared a bedroom till well into our teens." And then someone replies, "Well, in big aspects, do you have any crazy story of those years?"
Keep it safe for work. Keep it safe for work. Keep it safe for work.
Yeah.
Don't. Seven up votes, by the way. So basically, hey, can you tell me about how you had underage sex with your sisters and in explicit detail, please?
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. This subreddit here, it's about supporting adult incest relationships. Now tell me about when you all were children and fucking in the same room and whatnot. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
Like this is disgusting. This is absolutely
definitely
evil. That this is allowed on this subreddit about this stuff as well. Like they make a big show of saying, well, talking about minors is wrong, but then they let shit like this slide. Obviously, it's endorsed almost on this subreddit. They're doing this shit. They're saying, seek professional help as lip service so that they can point to that if anyone comes around complaining about it. But then they're actively allowing it in the comments.
I gotta say, for being a safe for work community, this is some of the most sex talk I've seen in a while. Lord.
So, a quick detour. I looked up this dice court person that says, "Tell me about your teenage years." He or she also posts in r/Sonic shipping Sonic with Hatsune Miku as a couple.
Yeah. What a surprise. Anime and Sonic claims another one.
Yeah. Really unexpected.
Honestly, anime and Sonic have done irreparable damage to people. It's actually incredible.
This person watches so many cartoons. So far, I've seen Steven Universe, Sonic, and Lapidot. And
Lapidot? Hang on a minute.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Resident cartoon expert.
It's the one with the gems. Like the gem.
Quick. Okay, now I understand. So that's from Steven Universe, and that is them shipping characters in Steven Universe.
Okay. And then there's Little Witch Academia.
Yeah, that's an anime.
It is actually incredible, though, how often that happens
Pony.
Where I'll click on a user's account. Where I'll click on a user's account on one of these subreddits. You are filling up my bingo card in record pace. Keep going. Exactly.
Planet Pony.
Oh boy.
Oh,
man. Sonic the Hedgehog again. Yeah, I think that's all the cartoons they watch.
It's incredible how often that happens where you just click on a porn addicted user who's cooming in the comments and you'll look at what he's active in and it's just constant anime, Sonic and other fictional universes. There's an enormous correlation.
Yeah, all right, they slippery slope into the incest subreddits before you know it.
Expressing
when
my
I was
love.
Watching Sonic, I knew I had to fuck my cousin. He was all there.
I gotta pretend she's Tails. Expressing my love to my brother for Valentine's Day. sad face emoji, and then it's a picture of a rose and a little letter. And the post reads, I left these notes and a rose for him on his doorstep this morning. He's currently at work, but I texted to let him know I left something for him when he gets home. For context, we're not dating, but he knows I'm in love with him and he doesn't mind me showing it. Maybe he'll come around someday, but regardless, I'm grateful that I can express my full self to him and hopefully make him feel special today. Just wanted to share this for the wholesomeness and maybe encourage others who are hiding their love to go ahead and show it, aka if anyone's thinking about incest, please do it and tell me about it. If not fully, then however you can. Being brave and true to yourself is worth it. Life is short and humans are meant to love, if nothing else. And then the cards read, there's pictures of the card, and they read, Hi, brother. The brother's name is censored. I know you've already turned me down, and I do respect that. This person's handwriting is insane, by the way. Looks like an insane person's handwriting. I just wanted to give you something small. Mine.
Fuck you.
Exactly. I just wanted to give you something. Right. I just wanted to give you something small to let you know I'm thinking of you. I hope you don't mind. You are the most gorgeous man and amazing person I've ever met. I'm happy that you're a part of my life. I love you more than words can say, smiley face. Happy Valentine's. And then it's some pictures of
Kaya. That's weird.
Hey.
Pictures of some rose. And it also looks like they've tried to do that fucking thing where they kiss the card as well, because there's like lipstick smearing down here.
Oh no.
And then the back of the card is a bunch of puns that they added that read, I insist that you be my Valentine. No chromo. My heart is brocon, like brother consensual. Without you, we may be relatives, but my love for you is absolute. I don't know what absolute is. It's underlined like it's a pun, but I'm not sure what. I don't know. Will you be my boy? Will you be my bro friend? Can I be your significant other? You're in my genes, spelled GENES ... And you could also be in my genes. Imagine getting sexually harassed by your sister, by the way.
Is this one real? This feels like a joke.
Did Christian write this?
Yeah, this has to be a joke. I can't take this one as real.
I can't jack off to this. You should KYS in parentheses, kiss your sister now. Lightning epic, and then it's like a cat being electrocuted. I'm not sure.
No, it's the low tier god meme where he says you should kill yourself now, but they're making a joke on it.
Roses are red, violets are blue. We share blood. Let's share spit too. Kissy face. Okay,
that's kind of odd.
That one's a little gross, but I still think it's funny. I can't. Yeah, okay.
That has to be a joke. Like this one can't be real.
No, I looked at their profile.
Yeah,
the profile is Sprue1F. Her last comment is, it's on that post. No, sorry, it's a different post, but she says, yeah, honestly, the whole reason why I support consanguinamory is because I am against any kind of tradition that prescribes what kind of relationship someone should have, especially if it comes from a patriarchal family structure. Even if you nominally have a choice, there is still a huge imbalance of power influencing you, and it really isn't consent.
Mental illness.
Her hair is either bright pink or bright blue. That's all there is to it.
If you scroll down, I think it might actually be a trans person. Like I scrolled down on that person's post, and there's a lot of like trans posting. And stuff like
if I was the brother, I wouldn't not. If I was the brother, I would not fuck them because they're my sister. I would not fuck them because they're cringe. Like this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like if a random woman who was interested in me did this, I'd be like, all right, let's just go our separate ways.
This is called foreshadowing. I didn't know that Jackson was doing the Chekhov's gun thing. This is the person that uploaded the meme that says every trans girl has an incest kink, dipshit. It's the same person.
Oh.
Yeah.
They all blended together. There's a lot of similarities between the people posting on these subreddits. But also, yeah, imagine, it's just very funny to imagine like your brother, trans, becomes a trans woman and then immediately starts harassing on you and leaving you these cards. What a
psychopathic.
What a confusing situation.
These are the kind of notes, by the way, that like the FBI would release after this person shoots up a school after getting rebuffed by his brother.
Yeah, it's actually like this is just mental illness, like these cards and stuff. And yeah, it says we're not dating, but he knows I'm in love with him and he doesn't mind me showing it. I doubt that. I'm sure that person is like stuck in a rock and a hard place. Like, what is he gonna do?
He's had conversations with his friends going, my sister is, oh my God.
He hasn't reported me
yet. You're not
yet.
gonna believe it. Yeah.
All right, so we come to another post. My very first tattoo, my bro friend, that's a brother boyfriend, was so proud of me, and needless to say, I'm proud too. And it's a fat arm with a tattoo of the flower of incest, the lily from before. So they are identifying as incest now through tattoos.
This
what was it called?
Really,
the forbidden lily,
the lily of friendship,
butt fucking your brother.
Friends of Lily.
This is hitting a topic we've brought up on a lot of Downvoted and a lot of other groups, where it's like, if your entire life revolves around one like encompassing part of who you are, you don't have a life. And what I mean by that is, like, if your entire life is, oh, I'm into incest, oh, I'm in an incestuous relationship, and that's all you can ever say, and you get tattoos of it, and it's all you can ever talk about, like, you're not a full person. You have to have more to this going on, you know? You can't have your whole life revolve around this shit.
I would be so mad if I was that tattoo artist and I found out after the fact that I had just tattooed an incest flag on someone.
Right.
I'd be so mad.
Well, it looks bad anyway, but for audio listeners, it's a red lily with a purple stem. And let me read the meaning. I looked it up on their subreddit. So the red end of the red lily, the red represents the blood that binds people together in this rare opportunity of double love. The green,
double love.
Yeah. The green, which is the leaves, it has green leaves. Green has an emotional correspondence with safety and reflects the safety of being with family.
It's also the color of vomit.
Yeah. and really bad piss.
It also represents endurance, as those in incestuous relationships endure much discrimination.
Oh, yeah, they're heroes.
And hate from people who can't or won't try to understand, like Jackson here. The purple stem, represents the mystery and magic of special relationships, as it is rare color in nature. Friends of Lily are the rare few who were presented with an opportunity of double love and have the courage to seize this opportunity. Why do they call it double love?
To make it sound special.
I hate this fucking nothing crap that you can write about anything ever. The red of the lily represents the blood vomit that our fucked up kid is going to have from all of his chromosomal issues. The green represents the absolute disgust and envy I feel when I see people that...
I think we know what the black represents.
Hold on, I forgot the black, by the way, this circle here, and everybody wish me luck pronouncing this long-ass word. Black represents the shroud over consanguinamorous relationships due to oppressive laws. They're the rebellion. Yeah. Right? They're like an underground...
This is what Star Wars is all
about. Cutting back to that previous person, if there's people doing this just to be a rebel, you're a loser. Don't fuck your brother just to stick it to society. Like,
choose a better fight. Yeah. Choose a better fight.
You're accomplishing nothing. No one is going to remember you for this. You will have no impact on anybody.
Speaking of rebellion, though, this is like Star Wars. Like when Luke kissed Leia.
It's just like the Star Wars
Jackson,
logo, the rebel icon.
You fucking moron, Jackson. Star Wars still has normie audiences and regular parents. You got to say it's just like Jujutsu Kaisen when that one guy uses that power, or like in Sonic X when he's escaping the government because they think he's Shadow. Pull a good example, you know?
Yeah,
like Steven Universe.
Steven Universe, when the two gems come together, it's the colors of the gems. It's like when Hatsune Miku sings that song, it's like, I fuck my brother, I'm Japanese, you know.
This is a fat arm, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, stumpy looking. Kind of blocky, at least, like a Minecraft arm or something.
Arm. I can't get over...
If they were at least honest and said, yeah, man, I'm kind of a dirty, like, pervert. I watch too much porn and now I want to fuck my sister. It would be something at least, but to turn this into like, oh, man, I'm like Rosa Parks, dude. I'm not going to sit at the back of the bus. I'm going to fuck my sister, man. Like, dude, this is not a civil rights issue.
This subreddit is hysterically worse than the porn subreddits, because the porn subreddits, at least, here you go. This is what it is. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah. This next post reads, thinking of proposing to my mum, and it's from Cannot Eat Cheese, a dedicated mum kisser.
The wise wisdom of Cannot Eat Cheese on incestuous relationships.
Well-known
world leader.
They post, just as the title says, I posted a while back about my relationship with my mum. We've been together for only about 5 months, but I've never been happier in a relationship. I don't know if it's too soon. Probably is, but I want to talk to her about it, the idea at least. If not now, in the future. She's never actually married, so it might be a long shot regardless. I sometimes tend to go about things the wrong way or rush into situations, and I don't want to do this with her. She means too much to me. Some would say she's my mum. I just wanted to be happy. If that means staying as we are, I'm fine with that too. We have a fairly common last name, so I don't see anyone asking a lot of questions in that regard. And then another person replies.
Pause. He goes, I want to marry my mom. I don't think there will be a problem. We both have a very common last name. No one's going to stop and go, oh, you both have the same last name.
Yeah, no shit.
He replies in the comments as well, saying, I'm so happy for you, to another person talking about their mum kissing relationship. He says, I definitely understand the age gap for you two. My mum is in her 60s, but I'm wishing you two well. So this is like a 20-year-old dude with his 6-year-old mum, a.k.a. this might be Chris Chan.
Blick.
This is another Chris Chan.
Yeah, I found another post by them saying, happily with my mom. My mom, 60F, and me, 25F, are happily dating. Yeah.
Jackson
you
wrote
said,
this post.
This person claims to be a female. I realized I had feelings for her and my sister too, actually, last year, and I was scared to say anything to either for fear of being disowned. I was so scared I hadn't even noticed my mom and I were subconsciously flirting with each other.
Yeah, sure. This is actually Chris Chan. Did Cannot Eat Cheese, are you speaking about Cannot Eat Cheese right now? Like you're on their account?
Yes. Yeah.
And so they also are trans?
Oh, of course. And when I finally decided to just go for it and face consequences, whatever they may be, my mom reciprocated, while my sister did not. Womp, womp, womp. It's been about a week and my siblings are against it, which I think it's gross. My sister no longer wants anything to do with me, which is heartbreaking, but my mom and I have managed to find ways to have time together and go on small dates with each other. We try and hide it in front of my siblings to keep peace, but I'm sure they know what's going on. She's just so pretty and kind, and I love her very much, and I'm so happy I found this community, seeing all the happy stories.
Oh, no. I just put something together. I just put something really sinister together. There's probably people on this subreddit who think they're blossoming a relationship with their parents or their siblings, but that it's completely and utterly not going on the opposite end. So, like, they're probably going on dinner dates with their mom or meeting for dinner, and the mom is just like, oh, I'm out with my kid, you know? We'll get some dinner. We'll talk. It'll be nice. And the kid is like, oh, I can't wait till we fuck. This is such a hot date, isn't it, Mom?
Well, this is what's more concerning is like she's in her 60s. It could genuinely be like a Chris Chan situation where this mom just has like Alzheimer's or dementia or something.
That.
Like a reverse grooming where instead of a mom grooming her teenage boy into this lifestyle, it's a young person grooming their like 70-year-old demented mom into, hey, Mom, what if we did this? And the mom's like, what? Where am I? Okay, I love you, Billy. I love you, Chris.
I don't like it.
Oh, no.
God damn it.
I genuinely think that there's so many parallels here between the Chris Chan story and this. This is like actually scary that these kinds of things exist. Like the enormous age gap with a mentally ill person who's into incest.
I would pay money to watch the world come crashing down when they eventually shoot their shot. Like this person's on a date with their mom who thinks it's just literally, oh, I'm just taking my kid out to lunch. And he's like, hey, maybe we should go back and fuck. Like, I want to see the look on everyone's face when that finally drops.
All right. Next one. Let's see how much worse you can get. I am in a relationship with my grandma, 29 male, 70 female.
We found the GILF porn.
68 upvotes.
Yay. Yeah. We found the GILF porn. We did it.
That was a very special post. Next one. I slept with my son. What I learned. My son, 23, and myself, 39, have had feelings for one another for 4 years now. 4 years.
Had him when she was 16, by the way.
4 years puts him at 19 when they started developing feelings. I'm sure that didn't exist before that point. However, due to seeing this as wrong at the time, we thought these feelings for a long time. We spent a year in counseling trying to stop these feelings. What a weird counseling session. When we came moments from having sex together, the only thing stopping us was that neither of us had a condom. The thing is, space made us realize it wasn't just sexual attraction. We both had a romantic attraction to one another. So we talked and both agreed we should not rush into this and should date for a while, learn about each other, and then when we are both ready, then we would be intimate. Good. They're laying the groundwork. They're taking this relationship seriously.
You need to take me to dinner first before we bang, son.
I'm not just some cheap tramp, son.
Yeah.
Last week we were ready, so we decided on Saturday night we would have sex together for the first time. As some not long view this gross and immoral, I will say the experience was unusual, but positive experience. I will admit there was a red line that was him calling me mum, but once things got underway, while not the best sex I have ever had, it's still really good.
So I see the counseling worked.
Yeah. And also, and no, but like this is where things crumble apart, because if it's supposed to be about the whole incest makes it stronger, why can't he call you mom?
I love how, I was going to say, I love how that's the red line. Yeah, you can fuck him up, just don't call her mom.
This sounds like the mom was just desperate and wants to get laid and just said, okay, I'll groom my fucking son into doing it. It's, yuck.
I love how she insulted too. Not the best sex I've ever had.
Yeah, it was a 6 out of 10. All that work.
It was all right. It's whatever. Yeah. I got to train him up a bit more. I will say communication was great. Neither of us had any hesitation about saying what we wanted or saying no if needed. In the aftermath, I reflected on that a lot in the days since about what has made this experience so different, and I still cannot figure it out. I'll let you know. It's your fucking son. You're fucking your son. What do you mean? What made this experience so different? What do you mean? Pretty obvious. The advice I do have for any mums considering this. I would recommend first, both of you be 100% certain you want to go there. You can't come back from it. Second, use protection. For some reason, I found it really strange watching him roll a condom onto his dick, but I would prefer that extra security. I trust my son, but you can never be too safe. At least, and last, don't be afraid to, back as I mentioned earlier, just over a year ago, we almost went there, but there was something in me that said no, so I stopped it. And
so here's my guess. So this woman just told a story. There's some obvious sexual implications there, but there's some meat there. There's a little bit of stuff where it's like, oh, we went to therapy, we talked about it, we had let me guess, most of the comments are going to be, oh yeah, tell me more about him rolling that condom on his dick. Just tell me in detail. I need to know.
Let's find out how long it takes. The comments read, the top comment is, it will be a recurring thing now, don't you think?
Jackson, you need to put your penis away, man. Now's not the time.
I love how the top post is like, yes, please tell me that you're going to keep fucking him. Please. Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, you already fucked him once. That means you have to keep doing it, right? Tell me.
Yeah. And then the OP replies, yes, it already is. 15 upvotes. And then the person replying to that says, try to make it less about the sex and more about companionship, communication, and the love. That's a cousin kisser right there.
That's like the first maybe somewhat rational thing I've heard for this argument anywhere in this entire subreddit. That's the first comment you've found this entire time that saw the sex and went, hey, can we get back to like the actual like love part? No? Okay, never mind.
Too little too late.
Yeah, a little too late.
And then another post comment below that reads, good for you. I know you must have wanted this for a long time. You dirty slut. You dirty motherfucking
23
slut.
Years. Long time.
Oh, God.
Ever since I birthed the fucker, I've been waiting for this moment.
It's not grooming, though.
Yeah. No, of course not.
That'd be stupid. You're stupid.
Another comment reads, nice to see another mum/son couple form. I'm happy for you both. What's the issue with him calling you mum, though, during foreplay and sex? You are his girlfriend now, and you both took the final step, but you are still his mother and will always be. I always find it nice and hot if a son calls her mum during sex. Does he call you by your first name? And OP
well,
replies,
hang on, I'm getting my pants off real quick. Does he call you by your first name? Hang on a minute, I gotta get the lube. I always found it nice and hot. I mean, you guys would find it nice and hot too, right? I hate everyone here. I hate it. It's so just go jerk off.
The OP
go look
replies,
at the porn.
This is all new for me. There's still something about seeing the man you raised calling you mum as he stands in front of you rolling a condom on his dick. Way too descriptive. Jesus. That on some level still makes it feel a little wrong over time. I will probably get more okay with it. And yes, he uses my first name, also babe. He tends to use babe a lot during sex. And then someone replies saying, you don't think this is grooming? 0
and
upvotes.
that man wins a Nobel Peace Prize. He's paraded through the streets. He's given a round of applause.
He got punished with down.
No, he got down. I know. I was living in my fantasy world where people are rational.
One brave incestologist slapped down this anti-intellectual with a down dude.
Well, that's what pisses me off. If this was the porn subreddit, all of this don't care. But this is supposed to be the support group, and this one guy who's raising genuine questions gets downvoted. It's fucking maddening.
Well, because that's not supportive to claim
it's not
that their
sexy.
thing is
it's not hot. That's why he's downvoting it.
It doesn't support their kink, damn it.
Exactly.
The OP replies
annoying.
to that accusation of grooming saying, no, silly. Neither of us had feelings till much into adulthood. And even then I did everything to not have them. We spent a year seeing a counselor. I had to move out of the house. At no point have I ever done anything that would have caused this. Yes.
Except suck his dick.
And raise a son that would be okay with this instead of go, what the fuck, mom? Ew.
Hey, the counselor did a great job, though. Big up dudes to the counselor.
Well, he said we should take our time.
Post reads, missing my son. This is such a wild fucking story. 330 updates.
Quick question. I'll let you read it, but is there any post in the subreddit that is actually like a female daughter? Or is it all mother-son? Because so far it has all been exclusively mother-son, right?
That's a really good point.
There are definitely the other ones, but usually I didn't find them in the top post. The top posts are these ones that are like...
Yeah, and we know why. It's because the male porn brain audience can't jack off to the father-daughter one as easy as they can the mother-son.
No, they do jack off to that as well.
They do, but you get the point I'm making.
Yeah. I don't think it's as common in women and girls. Like a 17-year-old girl does not want to have sex with her mom as much as a boy might want to.
Exactly. That's the point. It's the Oedipus bullshit where they all want to fuck their moms.
Well, no, not just that. I think it's like, again, to go back to what we were talking about before, it's very obvious to everyone that a dad banging his daughter is demonstrably evil and wrong.
Gross.
Like you can't paint that in a pretty light on r/incest isn't wrong, where I guess they feel like they can by making it from a mum's perspective.
You know what we need to do? We need to get like a video personal story of that actor from Game of Thrones who had the 9 daughters and fucked them in the woods all the time. Just be like, incest is great. Look how I turned out. Use it as like a scarecrow for this kind of shit.
So fucked up. Ooh. All right, the post reads, I gave birth to my son at kind of a young age. His father wanted nothing to do with me when I told him I was pregnant, and he hasn't taken responsibility to this date. My parents helped me with babysitting, as did my grandparents while I went to school and worked. My son has grown to be a responsible, caring, loving, honest man who is very attractive as well. He put in work in school and graduated high school at the top of his class. I was very proud of him. We always had a great relationship, and at times my feelings for him seemed misplaced. I found myself feeling attracted to him. Again, this sounds like it was during the teen years as well, which means that this is absolutely grooming. I often felt ashamed of myself and cried myself to sleep out of guilt. He started showing signs of having an attraction to me, the way he smiled at me, the way he looked into my eyes, and the way he squeezed me tight when we hugged, added to the guilt because I liked all of it. After he turned 19,
listen to these perverts where like a son can't even hug his mom tight. Just out of like sheer happiness without this pervert going like, he wants to fuck me.
Yeah, he wants to bang me so bad.
He wants some.
After he turned 19, so my reading of this was all the things that she just talked about from before he was 19.
I knew when he was 7 years old and ran up and hugged me, he wanted it. I could tell.
That little devil.
Oh God.
Just 10 more years.
Yuck.
And
after he turned... what did that fucking comment say before? Good for you. I know you must have wanted this a long time. So true. After he turned 19... Yeah. After he turned 19 and I was 35, we became closer and closer. Our feelings became deeper and we eventually gave in to our temptations. And boy, was it wonderful. We developed a very loving, exclusive relationship that lasted 8 years. We went on many vacations together as a couple. We went camping and spent many rainy days cuddling, concerts, all the fun stuff. It was honestly the best time of my life. Then he met a beautiful young woman who is 25. They fell in love. As much as it broke my heart, I had to let him go and be happy. They have since gotten married and have a beautiful little girl. I'm still a part of his life, as well as his wife, who has no idea about my relationship with my son. I think that's for the best. I'm sharing this because lately I've been reminiscing about the love my son and I shared. I know I shouldn't feel this way still, but it's hard for me to let go of the only man who ever truly loved me. He is and always will be the love of my life.
So wait a minute. I'm like Sherlock Holmesing some shit here. You mean the guy who you groomed went along with your little perversions, and then when he found an actual relationship, he immediately jumped ship to what he wanted. That's so weird that he didn't choose you over being a normal human being. That's really strange.
But more important points, it doesn't sound like anything actually happens besides in her head. Like the boy just hugged her too tight.
All she says here is an unreliable narrator.
Yeah, she's like, oh, the relationship, the love that me and my son shared. And her only example is him hugging her too tight one time.
And camping trips and cuddling.
Did you miss this? Did you miss this part?
This subreddit really reads a lot about one-sided stuff where she's like, in her head, oh, my son is into me. He loves me. He's like that. And the son's probably like, that's my mom. I love my mom.
Yeah, she's a bit...
Okay, she says we went on many vacations as a couple. Well, maybe in her head. To him,
and that's it, yeah.
Yeah,
you can go on trips with your parent. Like, that's not unusual in any capacity. But either the child or the parent in these stories is the one who's making it this weird sexual thing when it's probably not to the other person.
I don't know. She says here, I've spent many rainy days cuddling.
Like, again, yeah, but I mean, hugging your mom, she's looking at that as cuddling.
I could read it as misinterpreting.
I could read it either way. Either she's just not... She's not, posting the sexy smut stuff.
Jackson wants a hot, raunchy, like Titanic sex with fogging.
No, I don't. I think you're giving. I think you're almost giving her too much credit.
Maybe.
Look, we don't know what actually happened. I think there's equal arguments for both. I think there's definitely a good case for she is just playing up stuff.
She says here, after he turned 19 and I was 35, we became closer and closer. Our feelings became deeper, and we eventually gave in to our temptations, and it was wonderful. I don't know. That to me reads like
maybe
sex. Regardless, man, that poor wife who married that guy, if she eventually finds out that he was fucking his mum for 10 years.
And that's the telling part to me, where as soon as he can bail and get a real relationship, he immediately does. And that to me is where it says the parent is just orchestrating everything.
Yeah.
Imagine being that wife. You've just signed on for a life with this family. You're married. You've got a kid now. And then he's like, oh yeah, my mom, she's actually my ex.
Yeah. Can you imagine being a woman and suddenly you catch your husband like getting breastfed by his mom? And he's like 27 or something. You're like, what's happening here, Blake?
Shout out. My cousin/husband got me pregnant, and then it's a pregnancy test. And then the comment reads from a cousin kisser, that's going to be me one day, I swear to God. Crossing my fingers, OP replies.
Stop it!
Another post.
Okay, again, the support group. If this happened, they'd go, congratulations, you two found love, even though you're cousins. That's great. But the first top comment is, I'm gonna fucking come inside someone one day, I swear. I hate it.
Well, also, I thought like being a responsible incest person was not getting pregnant. This is a 50% chance of a deformed kid right now.
I like how the pregnancy test says pregnant 1-2, which I guess means like a 1 in 2 chance of it being retarded.
It's your odds, yeah.
Yeah, it's your odds. Another post reads, it's a girl. Hi everyone, thank you for all the amazing love and support. I'm happy to announce that I will be welcoming my sister/daughter in a few months.
Fuck, that is so gross.
Yeah.
203 up dudes. The top comment reads, congrats, I'm very happy for you, thank you. Another one reads, congratulations, thank you. Congrats, thank you. Another one reads, congratulations, I actually tried to have a child with my daughter. It didn't work out, so I'm happy for you. I don't know what that means. That's ominous.
Well, thank you for telling us.
Yeah, thanks, Love the Nasty, who I'm sure is not a porn account name. Love the Nasty. Another post reads, I'm a mother married to my son. I'm so grateful for spaces like these. Hi, I, 44 female, am married to my son, 28 male. It's obviously not a legal marriage, but we had a private ceremony and consider ourselves husband and wife. Together, we have a 5-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son, and I'm currently pregnant with my third. A couple months ago, I said...
Well, hang on. Here's an important thing I just noticed. She, based on my math, had him when she was 16, right?
That seems like a recurring theme. A lot of them seem to have
it is a recurring thing, and I think a lot of these mothers who are telling these stories, I think they just have trauma from being teenage mothers that they are then putting on to their sons.
Teenage mothers and obviously getting dumped by the husbands, because none of these stories ever have a husband in the picture. I don't know if you guys know this. There's never a dad.
I think they're projecting it onto their son because they gave birth as a teen without a father, and that's where this is coming from.
I don't think I included this in the slideshow here, but I do remember reading a post that was like, I cheated on my husband with my son or something like that.
Ooh.
And they felt guilty. They felt guilty about the cheating aspect, not so much the incest aspect. A couple months ago, I submitted my story to the Incest Corner blog. Through the blog, I discovered that there were several pro-incest subreddits. I didn't think that a platform as large as Reddit would have these type of spaces, but I'm so happy it does.
Shut the fuck up. I didn't think the biggest website on the internet would have something like this. Shut up.
It was
It's
through
Reddit, stupid.
It was through an unfortunately now defunct online forum about incest that I learned to accept my feelings for my husband and how just because it's incestuous doesn't mean it's wrong for us to be in a relationship. I couldn't imagine being with anybody else other than him. He is the kindest and sexiest man on the planet and an amazing father to our retarded kids. It was also through this forum that we found out about the town we currently live in. It's a fairly secluded town with a population of less than 1,000, and many of the other families
makes a lot more sense.
And many of the other families here are openly incestuous.
That makes so much more sense.
There's an incestuous compound out there somewhere.
She lives in West fucking Virginia. I'm calling it, or Mississippi. 100%.
We're glad that we can openly live as a couple and that our kids don't have to be brainwashed into thinking incest is wrong. Yeah, it's brainwashing, guys. All of this to say, online incest advocacy groups are important for helping those of us lucky enough to be in relationships with family members. I'm very grateful for this space, which is, again, why I think that this r/incest isn't wrong, transcends being like a funny, goofy kind of subreddit of dumbass people into actually being dangerous. Like, this stuff could actually convince people to start fucking their mums.
Well, Jackson, there's only one way to find out. You know what you have to do.
No, don't. Skylab,
send her the porn back that she sent you.
Let's manifest it.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
The top reply to that post reads, "Great to hear. My mum and I just found out she's pregnant, and this group is very supportive. 25 updates. Real quick, I need to pee, so talk about all this.
Give us the next slide so we can read it.
Yeah, give us the next slide and we'll read it for you. Okay, this says...
All right, yeah, read it. Good luck.
All right, so this is from user Jackson Clarke 578, and it says, "I think I'm inbred. What should I do?" It says, "Hello, first time posting on here. I'm an Australian podcast host, and this is an alt account I made because I don't want to be shamed forever on my main account. Found this place through r/of course that's a sub and figured I'd ask for advice here. So I'm Jackson. I'm 19, and I think I might be inbred. My parents, my mom 45, my dad 41, have never talked much about my extended family. I've never even met my grandparents. I was recently looking into our genealogy. I don't want to make exactly what I found public for privacy reasons, but what I found I think would imply my mother and father are siblings. To add more evidence, they'd sometimes explain to me that incest wasn't bad." Oh, you might have a clue there, buddy. That might be a hint. And was perfectly natural whenever we'd be watching a movie or something and it'd come up in a negative light. What should I do next? I feel like it was weird they never told me, especially considering I'm already 19, but maybe it was for the best? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say if both of your parents are saying incest is perfectly fine, that's a big clue. It's a really big clue.
What has to happen in your life that you suspect, am I inbred? Wait, did my parents, were they siblings and they fucked? Yes. What has to go wrong for you to get a 23andMe and it gives you a pop-up banner saying you are inbred?
My genealogy is 99% my parents. What? Wait a minute.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm looking at this guy's profile. He says in another post, "I'd like to pursue relationships with my sister or my brother or both, to be honest. But I'm not sure how I'd go about that. I'm kind of waiting for them to initiate, I suppose." No, shy incest has to be the worst.
Oh, yeah, when you don't know if you want the incest, where it's like, ooh.
Yeah, do you drop hints like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a shower, but I'm gonna quote-unquote forget to lock the door," if you know what I mean, and maybe I'll accidentally drop the towel.
I think the best way to go about it is you leave a rose and a card filled with incest puns in their car and see how they respond.
And a package of condoms. And your brother's yeah. "Oh, teehee, what happened here? Yif, yif, ooh,
all right, I'm back. What did I miss with this one?
So long story short, this person's like, "Hey, I might be a product of incest," but then the line that made us chuckle is they said, where's it? I'm trying to find it again. They said, "Oh, right. I don't want to make exactly what I found public for privacy reasons, but what I found would imply my mother and father are siblings. To add more evidence, they'd sometimes explain to me that incest wasn't bad and was perfectly natural." That's kind of the kicker right there.
Yeah.
It's never a good sign if your parents are talking about incest positively.
In a positive light.
Yeah. What's the big deal?
And then we come to a mod update, a post from 4 months ago that reads, mod update, prohibiting language that implies minors. There appears to be users interested in skirting this restriction through implication or innuendo, either for the purpose of discrediting our community. Yeah, it's not the people in the community. It's people who want to destroy the community that are making posts about minors, I bet. Not the freaky incest people.
Yeah, or to not the people who, when they hear about these stories, they go, well, what was the sex like?
Or to hide their own actual grooming behavior. There's only so much we can do about this, but one thing we can do is to have stricter moderation on language that could be interpreted as referring to minors, even in cases where it could also be hypothetically referring to adults. Again, I think, so they banned terms like parent and child, boy, girl, kid, and any language that could imply an adult being with a minor past or present, which obviously is if they should do that, but also from reading everything, it just feels like they're trying to protect their subreddit from getting closed down. More so than an actual moral stand against this kind of stuff.
It's a step. I mean, I'll give you a point. Yeah, it's not great, but it's something. Why not?
It's not really a point if it's just in the they're doing it for self-preservation.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say? Yeah.
All right, we come to a final little lightning round of funny post titles that I found throughout my foray into r/incest isn't wrong. It's got all the hallmarks. Let's find out. Whoops. Consanguinity must stand with Palestine. from Sis Kisser.
Incest for Palestine.
Yeah, incest for Palestine. Woo.
Oh, baby.
That doesn't surprise me somehow.
I want to know the Reddit couple. They're brother and sister, and they're banging hardcore. And just as they're getting inseminated, the brother leans in and goes, "Free Palestine," and that just does it for him. I really want to know.
Oh my god!
Another one.
Oh my god!
Another one reads,
Kyle, stop reading ahead.
Does anyone think that incest couples will be the next target of conservatives after they're done with queers and Jews?
I got bad news for you, buddy. Most people don't support incest. You can look that up. You can Google it.
I don't think you want to make this a left or right issue, probably.
Too late.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
It is so stupid. Another one reads, my argument for incest. I decided to have a debate with ChatGPT on the morality and legality of incest. At the end, it asked if I wanted my points put into an essay. So here it is. This is obviously written by AI, but all the points are from me. I did all the work. Though some specific stuff didn't make it in.
They're too lazy to write their own pro-incest arguments. Yeah. My God.
Using ChatGPT. And of course, ChatGPT just regurgitates and self-affirms. Yeah. That's all it ever does. So, of course, it's probably like,
ChatGPT came in.
You're very smart.
ChatGPT came in and said, oh, incest is wrong, and here's all the reasons. They went, actually, it's right, and you should correct that. And ChatGPT went, my mistake. Incest is actually right.
Yeah. It's really sexy.
You're right. Good catch. Actually, here's why incest is a good thing.
Oh, fuck.
And then we have consang gender. So they're making a gender out of consanguinary, whatever.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine filling out a demographics form for somewhere that needs it? Like maybe you're signing up for something,
choose your
doctor's
gender.
office or whatever. Yeah, and it goes,
I'm consang.
okay, so write your sex. Oh, okay, I'm male. And wrate your gender. I fuck my sister. Like, okay, man.
All right, so
sounds good.
What's your username, by the way? Incestophilia.
Yeah, not a fetish though. This is a support group.
Yeah.
It's not,
why does it sound like
porn.
pedophilia? The flag.
Well, Philia Jackson is the Latin root for like sex.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But when you're adding incest into it, it's hard not to think of grooming and pedophilia, given all that we've discovered right now.
It's not good. It's not a good thing.
From a bro kisser right here. This flag. There's the consent flag. They've made a flag for the gender. For audio listeners, it is purple, light blue, salmon, pink, and then like a light purple. So if you ever see that out on a bumper sticker or anything like that, or someone's waving that flag around, know that they fuck their sisters or brothers.
If you
or
see purple,
dads.
Yeah.
And the next one, should we add a C to LGBTQIA+? C stands for consanguinary.
Absolutely. Every letter of the alphabet should be in there. That's right.
Yes. Put it in there. I'm sure I'm sure lesbians, gays, and bisexuals and trans love the fact that incest is self-inserting them into this.
What does the second Q stand for there? I know the Q is queer, but what's the other one?
Questions, in case you're confused about
FAQ.
I don't know
what the letters mean.
Yeah, it's FAQ. Yeah.
Okay, it's double Q, double queer, 2 times the queer. And then finally we have
love.
Finally we have actually, guys, inbreeding is a dehumanizing term. Incestophobia. So please don't use inbreeding anymore, guys. 50 upvotes. They've decided that's their word. We're not allowed to use that anymore. No one can say that they're deformed children.
It's language. It's softening language to make things more acceptable. Don't call it inbreeding. Call it blood brother, whatever the fuck they word.
And then once people start making fun of
the
same thing.
Once people start making fun of that term now, they'll be like, oh, that's also a dehumanizing term. Only speak about incest positively, please.
Guys, you know how back in World War II, they used to call it shell shock? And then they used to call it battle fatigue in Vietnam, and now these days we call it post-traumatic stress disorder. So now it sounds nice and fun. Yeah, it is a Carlin routine, isn't it? It makes it sound lighter and easier. How about we do that for fucking our cousins? No more inbreeding. We'll call it insanguinity gay thing. I don't even know. I forgot the term already.
Consensual consanguinamory. It's so
gonna
easy,
become
you guys.
that. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I just love this little montage that it hits like every single like cliche.
Palestine.
They got the flag, they got Palestine, they've got dehumanizing.
Can I read that post real quick, by the way? I found the post and it is 4, 5, 6, 8 paragraphs.
Oh my God.
Paragraph 6 says, our fight as consanguinamorous people is all about resisting state and social control over our personal lives. Laws criminalizing consensual adult relationships mirror the state violence Palestinians face. Both are about denying self-determination, just as Israel's blockade and occupation erase Palestinian identity. This is about people who want to fuck their sister.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I would be so offended. I'd be so fucking annoyed if like my country got invaded and all of my friends and neighbors have been systematically killed and so on. And then I see what's happening online. And like the incest group has decided to stick their flag in with my
can you imagine something like genuinely awful happening to you and your family, like your spouse dies in a car accident and you go online and then there's this guy like, yeah man, that reminds me of my hot mom and her pussy. It's like, I want to wreck that like your wife died in a car wreck.
It's the point that we've seen with almost all of these communities, and the one that pisses me out the most, where these people have so little going on in their lives that they identify with something that's just, there's nothing to it. Oh, okay, I'm really proud that I am into incest. Okay, great. What is that? What is that anything? That's not anything. But these people want to make it their entire identity.
To be fair, it's not anything. That is a lot. If someone told me, "Hey, I'm into incest," I'd be like, "Oh my God." Okay.
But here's the comparison: if someone stands up and they say, "Oh, I'm Mexican. I'm of Mexican descent," that's a whole culture. That's a whole people. There's something to that. But if someone says, "Oh, I'm big into incest," what is okay?
Well, as we found out, there is a lot of culture here, as we've just gone over. A lot of culture. Perhaps too much culture.
Yeah, it's a culture of jacking off to specific things, and that's about it.
The final post that I found read, "Does the guilt ever go away?" Which I thought was pretty emblematic of why incest is in fact wrong if the people involved have perverse feelings of systematic guilt weighing them down.
Well, what is the answer?
That it's probably not a good thing. I'm sure the 46 comments are going to be like, "Oh, why do you have guilt? Incest is awesome." Whereas this person's probably like one day away from killing themselves over an incestuous relationship that they had. And then all the comments are like, "Well, actually, it's awesome." Okay. You're being incest phobic right now.
Everyone is different.
That's the end of Downvoted for this week.
Holy shit. That was like an hour and a half.
It was fun.
Yeah, we are dunzos.
Wow.
That was funny though.
So, okay, I don't remember all of the subreddits we've done so far, but this one, I would rank this one at the top #1 for entertainment so far, I think.
Yes. Funniest one for sure, in my opinion. I agree. Absolutely agree.
I don't know about worst one. What did we have? I think the people that want to kill animals are still worse. The people that like...
No,
I think the
disagree.
Benadryl one is easily still the worst, like by far for content. The Benadryl one?
Yeah, I'm going to say probably Benadryl is probably the worst. I think Benadryl
is easily the worst.
Because
here's the difference. The difference here is when these people are telling their incest stories, there's people going, oh, I want to jack off. Tell me more. Tell me more details. Whereas in the Benadryl one, it was people clearly asking for help, and the community was, no, keep taking the Benadryl. Do it more. Keep going.
And it was like primarily
and it was kids. There were kids in there too. Yeah,
there was no moderation or anything.
This one was hysterical. This one was funny. I'd put it like in the middle.
No,
I don't think it was that bad.
I still put it at the top because they are encouraging each other and other people to do incest, which does lead to awful things for the kids that are eventually born.
I would rather fuck my sister than die of a Benadryl overdose.
Yeah, I'm putting it under Benadryl. I'm putting it under Benadryl, but
I'll talk about it in the subreddit. Yeah, how I would fuck her instead.
For me, I'm putting it under Benadryl. I think it goes above r/pet free though for me personally.
That's a hard one. You should for next episode, Jackson, make like a tier list so far of the ones we've done to keep track.
I'll do that so we can keep track of each of them.
Yeah,
good idea.
I would put this probably somewhere in the middle. I think it was hysterical, but not that bad. Definitely some bad stuff to it. I think like the pet one is worse. The Benadryl one is worse. Definitely those two for sure are worse.
I'm also getting rid of this, the voting, because it's too much.
Fuck you.
What? Yeah. What? Okay, dictator.
It's our show. We're choosing. We'll tier list them.
Okay.
You can let us know your opinions below still, but yeah, that
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Just the way that the videos release, I don't have like right now. The poll for last week is still running technically because the episode's not out, so it's confusing me. It's confusing me.
Yeah, Jackson has to write down like 3 things. That's too much. You can't do that no more.
I just fucking collected 20 pages of incest. I've done enough work for this week in terms of downvoted.
I'm also going to put it below. I also still think the pet-free one is worse.
I agree.
I disagree.
I agree.
Well, because, okay, they do talk about fucking their sons and daughters, quote-unquote daughters, which are just
There's a lot
again,
of pregnancy posts.
Yeah, that's true, but they're still adults. I don't know. I'm torn because, like, okay, it's a granny talking about, or a 40-year-old woman talking about fucking her son who's at least like 23. Still an adult. That's still on you. End up fucking her mom.
The way I see
Maybe I should have included more of the disgusting ones instead of just the funny ones.
The way I see it is, what harm does it do to other people? Because again, adults can ruin their lives if they want. And there's definite problems here, but comparing it to people who are killing children with Benadryl overdoses, people who are killing other people's pets, and people who are abusing their children with the COVID restrictions.
This is abusing children. This is abusing children in multiple different ways. There are absolutely people here who are attracted to minors who are just like skirting the terminology and still jerking off to that kind of stuff. It encourages incestuous relationships between family members in general, which does involve children a lot of the times. And also just the raw fact of a lot of these posts being about pregnancy, which leads to eventual children with deformities that don't have any option in that happening. There is a lot of harm here.
Okay, Jackson, you can stop defending incest. I get it. Yeah.
It needs to be towards the top for me.
I would put it maybe top 3 or 4. I'm with you. I will just I'm hard firm on Benadryl being number 1. I don't think I've seen anything worse than that so far for sure.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I hated that.
I think Benadryl is pretty high up there for sure. I think it's the top for me as well still. Just because it's majority children on that subreddit.
What fucked me up with that is this one's like a comical blend of, oh, I'm here to jack off, and oh, here's my story. Some are going to jack off, some are going to support it, whatever. What fucked me up with Benadryl is so many of those posts where, oh, my life is over, it's ruined, I need help, what should I do? And everyone's saying, yeah, take the Benadryl.
More Benny. Yeah.
Do more Benadryl. Yeah. That's what really ruined it for me. That's what made me hate it.
That's fair. All right, guys, we'll do the tier list next week so we can actually determine a ranking of the
How many subreddits has it been so far?
I think 6. This was 6, right?
Okay,
probably
with
6.
Number 7, we should do like a preliminary winner, and then we can continue with like the champion versus whatever comes after.
Yeah. I still want a tier list. That sounds fun. Contestant 6, yeah. This isn't wrong.
No, we should, tier list. Yeah.
If you want to send your suggestions, make sure that you send them to the official podcast yt@gmail.com to have your community, well, the community that you suggest, put up for the downvoted segment. Other than that, that's going to do it for this week's.
Question. This was like 2.5 hours. Are we chopping this up for the bonus?
Nah, Kaya and I are doing if you want to watch a bonus, Kaya and I are going to watch a movie sometime this week and post it as a watch-along /discussion podcast. Okay. That'll go up later this week. That'll be coming. I think we're watching a Turkish movie, right?
Ooh. A Turkish horror movie, a very big one from what I hear. So
nice. So if you want to join fun events like that that don't necessarily involve incest, but I guess we'll see how the movie goes, you can head on over to official.men for a 7-day free trial to all of our shows, including Red Thread, Criminally Stupid, and of course the show you're watching right now, and bonus content like that movie watch along that we're talking about. That's exclusive for our members, and you can watch that kind of content live as well with us just by supporting us over at official.men. Keeps the lights on, keeps us going. We really do appreciate everyone who signs up at official.men, and it is a 7-day free trial. So big thank you to all of our members, of course, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Well, bye-bye.